I'll avenge your death, Will. I swear it.
There we go. Ahoy everyone, welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillyan today. Along with...
Here's Mighty Lieutenant Rakir, at your service.
And welcome to the 133rd Showcase stream. Again, I just find it surprising how long we've been going with these, huh?
Yeah, but probably feel like shouldn't it be... the number be higher for some reason? Wait, hold on, what's going on? We or Shopee? At least you and me on Discord, or you and me on Shopee.
Okay.
Don't tell me this is taking much more processing power.
Hopefully not, but for people new to these streams, what we do is we take 4 to 6 games and we give them about half an hour, maybe 45 minutes in total, or in rare cases longer, to see if they're any good for streaming in full at some other dates. And the first game we've got here is a free one called Burglar. And yes, I did say that I'd be more picky with free games for showcasing after Revenant, but this one came quite recommended. So I am curious how it will play. Also, its gameplay got described as origami style, and that was the first time I ever heard a game called origami style.
I don't get why these guys insisted on using a train.
Are we secure?
Yes, sir. I've got my best man on the job.
Good. I'm going in the boat. Do yourself a favor. Don't disappoint me. I don't take kindly to screw-ups.
I need to check for subtitles. Okay, quickly. Audio, video. Okay, no subtitles. Oh well.
I'm gonna guess it's a free game, so...
Yeah. Also, let me reset the frames missed counter just in case.
We're in.
Okay.
Let's get the painting and get out.
Try using the shadow zone so I can help you. This place looks well guarded. You're gonna have to be careful. It won't be easy to get through.
Okay, so we turn into a little shadow in the shadows. Okay, voice acting is of course amateuristic, but again, free game. A lot of these are, I believe, student work, so yeah, you can't expect AAA
Stop
work.
right there. Where is she? You can run, but you can't hide. Look what we have here.
Okay, that is some
Yeah.
really amateuristic voice acting.
Yeah, and yet I feel like I have heard worse.
Yeah.
At least these people are likely training in it.
Maybe at the very least you've got bad voice actors and you've got amateuristic voice actors. Bad voice actors are just people who, no matter how much you would train them or such, would still just be absolutely horrible at it. Amateurs, they can get better with time.
You don't think you have any
Yeah.
sort of special powers now, do you?
Okay,
So I
we can
guess-
jump to those.
I guess you have a free game with an amateur voice actor is better than bad voice actor.
Yeah. Okay, quite a distance we can get on these.
Hmm.
He's blocking the hallway.
Can't turn back now. Maybe if I can get to his shadow?
Let me
I think that's
actually
probably-
see.
I probably didn't say guess. It's probably better to have amateur voice actors than bad ones. So as you said, the bad ones would not wouldn't learn no matter what. An amateur would learn and use this as an experience.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Also, a thing with free games is often that they aren't optimized that well. You can only take them down in the shadows. Okay.
And also rather short.
Well, 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 look what we have here.
Okay, that one was doing his work a bit better than the other one. Okay, into the Shadow Realm you go. Yep. In the shadows we thrive. Wait, I did that earlier. Why did it trigger now?
Wait, why does this give us achievement?
One down.
Any game can have achievements. If...
We should find
Okay.
another way around.
True.
If it's in the shadows, I can probably fit through.
Oh, right.
Okay.
I just realized they do have some subtitles in the corner.
Yeah. Okay, we can't jump to those from the... Okay, now it's in the light, so turn that off. Hello, Grandmaster player, and you're on your... you're on another lyrics bit, I see. Let's see. The player needs to wrap this to these enemies. I heard humans is trying to escape from the darkness, even though it's not enough to move with lightning. Yet this moment to understand is amazing. Yes, blazing to have a craving to get light into this sentence within this comment to help him get some grass into his head to make him more crash for his lash. If he lashes out with his dog named Lass into a glass, or was it a glass panel into a new channel to help him travel into a new dimension? Not going to do that, Grandmaster.
Do something with these boxes. I would.
It's all right. Don't tell me I got my hands dirty.
Okay. Do we give off more sound when we run? Let's see. The link between the guards is shadows.
I would say the female voice actor is not too bad.
Yeah.
But amateur still, but some experience there.
I'm trying to jump to... There we go. Okay. Okay, so just a single click. Okay, that is something that we couldn't do in origami, sticking to people's shadows. So that is a new bit. Let's see, why is that there? Okay, with that we can block this one off, so we can jump in. Turn the lights off. Okay, now we can get into that one. We can't from here though, so back to that one. Okay, simple puzzles. Nothing too impressive, but not bad either. Okay. Just gotta keep an eye out for the gaps where the light can get through. Okay, why is there one on the ceiling there? Let's see where this grate goes. This the same place. Okay, use the gramophone to distract the guards. In the shadows we distract.
Whew, that was close. Keep your eyes peeled for a train car.
There. Okay. I can definitely see potential with this game.
Yeah.
Ticket to Nowhere. finishing the first level.
These things are heavier and heavier these days.
Everyone with a ticket, please get on board. The ship leaves in 2 hours.
It's been a long day. I need a drink.
Oh yeah, with a bit more, with a bit more time, they could definitely make this into a good game.
What? Visible
Yeah, like-
Boston doesn't sound fun.
Look at Raft, for example. That was a student project at first. Then it actually became a full game later.
Yeah,
Hey, careful with those.
I
What,
see
do
you.
need a pair? Don't tell me you lost yours.
Glasses, collectible.
No, of course not. You know me.
You stepped on them, didn't you?
Well, yeah, you really do know me.
Stop! Kidding.
Wait, stepped on what?
Glasses.
Ah,
Let's see, can we move this enough to... There we go.
Will, does heaven really exist? What's it like up there?
Where to begin? Honestly, it's wonderful. For one thing, you don't want to play tennis against your great-grandfather. The guy's had too much practice.
You met Great Grandpa George? What's he like?
You can't be here.
Right. Okay, they're going to continue that dialogue.
What's happening over there?
Doesn't look like we make sounds when we run. So that is something that they do need to work on.
Not sure what that was.
and they did not continue the dialogue.
Too bad. Actually... There. This could definitely be nifty. Just traveling through your enemies' shadows.
Yeah, like, I'm impressed so far. I do like the concept and art style and all that, but I feel like there's something missing.
Top
It
hat.
looks just like the one Grandpa got. You know, once he started losing all his hair.
Remember we used to hide it from him? He used to get so embarrassed.
Okay, so yeah, these two are siblings.
Yep. I feel like the female voice actress is the one with the most experience here.
Probably.
Probably still maybe an amateur, but still, again, more experience under her belt.
Didn't you have a pocket watch just like this?
Yeah. I lost mine a few years back. I can't believe I found another one. Do you mind? Well, do you mind grabbing it for me since, you know?
Of course.
Okay.
Don't know. Wait. That's how you use the term experience under the belt, right?
Yeah.
It's one of those old phrases. I wonder sometimes where the heck do they come from? For they can be. I feel like something can be taken out of context.
Well, 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 look what we have here.
Okay. Where did that put us? Quite a bit back. Oh wait, I can go to the right here. Okay. The fact that we turned into this little shadow in the, well, shadows does allow us to slip by people a lot better. Okay, wait for them to not be looking at this. There. Oh, come on! I thought we could slip through that. Okay, what do we need to do instead then?
Yeah, you're probably supposed to go elsewhere.
Let's deal with this guy first. Oh, I need to push it. Oh, okay. First time we have a puzzle where we need to swap between light and dark. There, just get rid of you quickly.
He never saw it coming.
Okay, turn it on, then we can move the thing. There we go.
This staircase should take us to the upper class section.
Well, it's time to shine, sis.
Nothing like a good scotch after a long day.
You sure the painting's safe?
Of course. It's in the room next to my suite. Nothing to worry about now. Boat takes off in an hour and then it's smooth sailing all the way to Boston.
I heard there's a greeting show in the main hall. Heard it's supposed to be fun. You wanna go?
Why not? Sounds like a ball. You stay back. Make sure the boys don't flinch. I swear some of these young kids are still afraid of the dark.
We'll see what's
Now?
creeping around in the dark.
Now they have more actual speech text. This was kind of incorrect.
Your painting. It's nearby. But it'll be well guarded.
Well, what are we waiting for?
What me feel like we're about to finish it.
Shouldn't be too surprising, but not bad either. Just jump off. Oop. Just missed someone.
What a beauty.
Dad used to
Feel
love one of
more.
these so bad. I wish you could see this one.
Don't worry. When I see him, I'll tell him all about it.
And hello, Marco.
They'll see me if we go through it like this.
Hello, Marco. How are you doing today? Okay, this place is well lit. Into the shadows. Let's see, Marco. I like the blob form. It's simple, but it gets the job done.
You're going away for a long time.
Okay. Actually, let's get you out of the way. That'll save us a bit of work. Alright. So can we jump into one of their shadows? Actually, that's probably how we're supposed to get through. Okay. Okay, or just that. There we go. And that's not the way we're supposed to go.
Of course.
Yeah, I can hitchhike though. Oh, we can take them out from their own shadows. Okay.
Never saw it coming.
All right. Ooh. Oh, there's the painting. Okay, another tip for them: remove the dot during the during the cutscenes.
Stop right there, you criminal scum.
Someone went to the Oblivion class of voice acting.
Boys, I want a manhunt going immediately. We're gonna turn this place upside down.
Let's get it.
Find that painting.
There you go. Back where you belong.
But that's the painting.
Yep. And that's that. Okay.
I was right at look at the time.
Yeah, still 15 minutes left on the counter. Let's see. Okay, not too many people. Not seeing if... I can't tell if I'm seeing repeat names. But again, free game, so likely students or a startup. I'm guessing French from all of these names sound French to me.
Yeah, I think I see some repeated names, but I'm kind of unsure.
Yeah, Evan Berman I've seen multiple times now. Yeah, there again.
I think I see a few Raphaels and Felix.
Okay. Gene Dalton, Detective Cox. They gave the guy a name.
And teachers.
Okay, yeah. Again, student work, so can't hold it to too high a standard, but a good start. Ooh.
Goodbye, Will. I'll see you again someday.
That's an utterly massive top hat.
Oh, cute artwork.
Yeah. Thank you for playing. Shadow Burglar is a student project made with care and passion. We'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback so we can improve at our crafts. Okay, yep. All right. Well, yeah, that's going to happen. In the corner, it was the siblings hugging.
I saw that. I mentioned it earlier.
Okay. But yeah.
Huh?
That's one game down, so let's move on to the second one.
Not only down, it was completed a damn showcase.
Let's see, Marco, I'm good. I get some ripped jean shorts in my kind of style, but still kind of comfy. 11 out of 10, very impressed. I wouldn't give it an 11, but probably for the level of experience, I'd still give it like an 8 or something. Plus, it's free, so
7 or 8. There's something there, but not fully there. But if they were to be given funding and more time along that, I feel like they could do something very good.
Anyways, moving on to the second game, Shadwen, which is another game I found recommended online. And, well, I think you'll see how this game plays when we get into it. So let's start the timer.
What are you doing? Help! Guards!
Save your breath. No one is coming to help you. Now, what am I going to do with you?
It's earlier that evening. Find your way to the chapel garden and the apple tree. Move with WASD.
Okay. Do you fix the timer?
Yeah.
I'm getting sick and tired of guard duty. Kicking beggars out all day, standing about all night.
Look on the bright side. Just a fortnight ago, you were out on the field fighting for your life.
I don't know. I wasn't this bored then.
All right. Good voice acting.
Did you hear that sound?
Yeah. This is a paid game. Okay, rewind. Okay, time stops when you stop moving. See? They completely freeze when we freeze. Okay, time passes when you press Q. So from one stealth game to another, though this one will be quite different from the Shadow Burglar.
I heard a noise.
Okay, we can rewind at any point. So we can experiment a lot if we want to.
Yeah, and this sounds like actual English folks speaking. But I mean folks from UK.
Yeah, again, this is a fully paid product. So that does show, well, the differences, of course. Wait for the patrolling car to pass by, then sneak past him. Let time pass. Yeah, press Q.
How do you say product in Dutch?
Product.
All right. For some of you almost spoke the English version of it earlier. So I had to check.
I can't imagine why. It's all in ruins.
Well, obviously not in the state it's in now. But before Lord Tyrannial burnt it down. It was home.
When you've been doing war as long as I have, you learn not to get too attached to anyone or anything.
But we're not at war anymore. The long hell is finally over.
Huh. It's only been 2 weeks. Who knows what tomorrow brings? King Gwydion is having trouble with his lieges, Joyce and Maddock, I hear. If they don't get the payment they desire, we'll be back on the fields of blood before the week is over.
Okay, I got confused there for a second why they stopped, but, well, time was stopped, so of course it's their dialogue stopped as well.
That was a light box.
So you can distract the guard by moving items.
A box like that could be very light, depending what wood it's made of.
It was nothing after.
Okay, so when we crouch, then time passes as well. Okay. Just need to wait for this guy to pass on by again. Or we just follow after. Okay. But yeah, this game is basically super hot mixed together with a stealth game. Or rather, more like mixed in with Assassin's Creed, because, well, we'll be meeting the actual main character in a bit. Objects make noise when moved around. Use that to advantage and distract the guard.
I think I heard something. Who are you? Come out into the light.
Okay, guard's field of vision isn't normally visualized, but you can change this from the difficulty setting. Okay. Okay, I may turn that on if need be.
The locals can't be too pleased with us marching in and taking over.
Well, their lord is dead, their knights scattered. Rivendell has no choice.
That last voice actor sounded familiar.
Yeah, many of them sound familiar to me.
Okay, use the skills.
There was a noise.
So far, I really like the voice acting here.
Nothing here.
Yeah, it's not overdone or anything like that. It feels natural.
Yeah, it's probably why I could not watch Yo-Yo's first episode. Like, again, I don't know if it was a fake English accent or not, but I think the more I think of it, the more I realize it's not that accent was the issue. It's in more of a how they spoke. It was rather over the top about everything.
And this game is this game is called Shadwen, Marco, as in shadow, but instead of OW, we have WEN.
If I'm curious, I may try to give you some other attempts. Just, yeah, the first episode was a struggle.
Is this a prank?
Yeah, that way he said that sounds familiar.
I heard a noise.
Nothing after all. Everything seems to be in order.
Nothing at all.
I think the accent a bit makes me think of one of the Monty Python folk, but I forget why. Not why, but which one I mean.
I had to agree, one of them sounded like a member of Monty Python from the younger days.
Yeah, in like Holy Grail. Brave Sir Robin. That one. Whoever played him. Okay, quickly get up.
I wonder how many of them are still alive.
Good question on that, yeah.
I know it was a big thing when the first one died. But then I heard anything about the others.
There was nothing after all.
Yeah, that one sounds the very same accent, I think.
This might be tricking us to think Monty Python due to a similar accent.
Now, I'm not saying it is the same guy, but just that the accent is from the same place and such.
Peasant tried to steal bread from the king's kitchens.
Nothing at all.
Stupid person. Someone there. Someone there. Stupid.
Okay.
I said he tried. I showed him what happens to thieves.
Oh, good one.
The sun's on its way down. Not too long before the night watch starts. I hope there's something tasty for supper when we get to camp.
Not likely. Did I miss a shipment of fresh food today?
Okay, nice little bit that they can see through gaps like that.
I have
This makes sense.
something. Was in here
Also-
anything? Is someone there?
I would say that I realized the voice acting. Again, it's not over type, but it sounds rather realistic.
Yeah, like I said earlier, natural.
Yeah, it's always a good thing.
Okay, I'm not seeing any watchmen or guards. Not that there's much of a difference, I think. But yeah, here we are. There are beautiful fresh apples under the tree, and they are all yours.
You little thief! What else have you taken? Out with it!
Please, sir. It was just an apple. I'm hungry.
With sticky fingers like yours, I wouldn't be surprised to find more stolen goods under those petticoats.
Meanwhile, Shadwen is on her way to murder the king. Okay. Headed toward the chapel to find a secret passage to town. Okay. So you can actually jump.
Okay. Small criticism here.
Yeah.
They are rather unsafely with the knife. Oh, dagger, I mean. Oh, wait. Let's see. Let's take a look at that thing.
That's more a bit of a short sword, I think. Let's see. Take a look at the schematic. Okay.
Oh!
Got a build piece. Grappling hook.
I know what that is.
Oh.
I hope I pronounced this right. Sax.
Okay.
S-A-E-X. One of the things that got Saxons their name.
Okay. Need
It's also
another
the damn
build piece,
thing.
rope and arrow.
It's also the damn thing that's somewhere, at least in Scandinavia, we still have a tool named after it.
Okay.
Sax. Scissors.
Okay, I can't preemptively put parts in, I need to have all of the parts to make the thing. Of course, let's see, arrowhead or something.
Oh dear. For being curious, Saxons usually had one of those blades in their boots.
Okay, why is it saying to put them in there when it didn't? There. There. Jump.
How online do you get to know about this one? Through Discord or?
Through a YouTuber I trust.
Okay.
They were doing one of those hidden gems, or actual hidden gems videos of games that aren't as well known. Already looted that one.
All right, that's
okay,
good.
Need to find some rope. in this just abandoned village area, outskirts. It's a bit too close to the rest to be considered a village on its own, I think. Is that a statue or something? Okay. Another... whatever that is. Oh. Gravestones.
Yeah. I mistook this one there for a dog. By distance, but... yeah.
Okay, crouch is a toggle. I thought it was a hold earlier, so... Up here. There we go. She can get quite some distance. Or quite some height. Okay, do you have rope? Yes, you do. Okay. So... sharp little thing, perfect for what I have in mind. There we go. You now have the grapple hook, or grappling hook. To use it, aim at wooden targets and press right click. Oops. Okay, but you can't take a fall.
Have you equipped it?
It should be equipped, from the looks of it.
Okay, are we missing something here?
No, bind. Use item, grappling hook, right mouse. Let me put a second there on that, just in case. It is equipped on our wrists, I think. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Do I need to be underneath or something?
Wait, did you? Wait, I did craft it.
Yeah, because we don't have the rope anymore now.
Yeah, this game was very interesting and such, and I was giving praise. Well, except for she was running with the blade there, but this is a little bit more. This is not a nitpick complaint. This is an actual concern here. With poor explanation.
It's not poorly explained. It's just the game is refusing to. Why is it showing red, for example?
I think. Oh, you think you wanted to show it? You wanted to be green.
Okay, and how close do we need to be to something before we can?
Okay. Are we supposed to strike the poles?
Okay, something is not being explained enough here.
Yeah.
Or is it just completely bugging or something? It's a detached hook, wind. Wait. Oh. Did it rewind to before? Okay,
That may explain it.
There we go. Now we have the stupid thing. Okay. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, that was definitely more user mistake, or captain's mistake in this case.
Okay. Swing back and forth a bit. Cut loose.
I guess that if we were to do a series of this, we need to keep that in mind.
Yeah. Oop. Pull back. Okay. There. Okay. Climb and... Yeah, grab and climb ledges. There. Okay. Reel the rope with the middle mouse. Okay. Or... Okay, scrolling, not pressing, scrolling. Okay. There. Oop. Okay, for a second I thought I was going to fall into the sea there, but no, there was flat ground. You can throw the grapple hook while you're jumping in the air. There. Okay. And yeah, grapple hook and with the Prince of Persia time mechanics. Okay. There. Oop. Pull back on that. Go up.
In Prince of Persia
and there.
games, at least for the ones we played, did not have crafting.
Yeah. Like I said, this game is going to be a bit more of a mix between, well, Super Hot and Assassin's Creed's. Construct a grappling hook while you're jumping. Yep. There. There's no need to be, or try to be fast with these, since we can just literally stop and go like that. There. So we have a lot more time to aim. And yeah, we're just speeding through the area that the little girl just went through. There we go.
Okay, nice system for... The games have done this before, but can be rather tricky to time. But we can stop time, which makes it easier.
Yeah.
With sticky fingers like yours, I wouldn't be surprised to find more stolen goods under those petticoats.
I've done nothing.
Come here! I want to see what else you stolen.
Help! Someone!
No one can hear you scream in the back of the garden, and even if they did, they wouldn't care.
Lily has seen you brutally murder a guard. This affects the story of the game. If you wish to choose otherwise, you can rewind your actions. Yeah, this game has a morality system, or rather, a morally seen system. That's too far away.
Now, what the hell was that? Is someone there? Is it your friend, this thief?
Don't worry, I scared the guard off.
Oh,
Scared? More like...
thank you, Mom.
Do you live up in the castle?
No, I don't live anywhere, Mom. My mother died this spring.
Run away then, little girl. Run and hide. Go away! Shoo!
No, thank you. I'd rather come with you, please.
You really need to run off now.
Where are we going?
None of your business, brat. Just be glad I saved you and that you live another day.
Please let me come with you. I'm cold and I've nowhere to go. I promise I'll be good.
But I'm... not. Just leave!
You can't stop me from following you.
If I bring you along, will you do exactly what I tell you to do?
Yes, Mom.
Let's see, Marco. Okay, the voice actors for these characters are seasoned. We've got Crumb from Wallace and Gromit / Maximilian from Evil Genius, a guy in many Warhammer games, the little girl voiced in a lot of gacha games, and Sherlock from the Sherlock Holmes games. Not the show, I'm presuming. Funnily enough, they worked on multiple projects together like Deponia, Tattletale Game of Thrones, Blasphemous, Biomutant, Warhammer 40k Darktide. And Darktide does have like a few dozen voice actors, just for the just for the characters you can make alone. Atomic Heart, Wuthering Waves, Waves, not Ways, and Dragon Age the Veilguard. Okay.
Eponia, that may explain it. Like, that's one of the series I watched Mr. Falcon play, that was good.
Let's see, the girl will help you open the gates with levers on both sides. Okay, not that that was needed this time, it seems. Go to the crypts together with the girl. Okay, she is following along. And yeah, I think you can see why this game is interesting now, huh? Keeping calm, don't kill anyone on level 2, solitary killer.
Are we headed towards your home?
No, we're not going home.
Do you know any stories? I love stories.
No.
Where you go, Lily will follow your lead. She advances from hideout to hideout, avoiding guards. So even though a lot of this is escorting, she can, well, she can take care of herself. We won't need to just constantly be on her to just help her. Attach your rope to wooden objects and pull them your way. There. And yeah, as you can see, a lot of physics stuff, huh? We'll be able to make use of that. Break objects with a knife to clear the way or to distract guards. Still rather big to be considered a knife, I think, but well, at a certain length it becomes muddled what it will be what. Lil will help you open the gates with levers and but yeah.
Yeah, it's too short for a short sword. Would you say, use the term like a long knife or combat knife and such? Like, I think you've seen the knives that the Crocodile Dundee have.
Yeah.
Is it a knife? A bloody big one.
Distract the guards to help Lily sneak through, or kill the guards to clear the way for her. Which will, of course, well affect the story, as it was said earlier, if she, well, sees us kill people. Yeah, I think my joke about today's showcase episode is true. This is the Metal Gear episode of the showcase. For the first two, at least. Okay, we have a guy over there. Who's a little bit off the ground, I think. Actually, no, he is not.
Or he might be in for a short bit.
Okay.
I will say, whenever you stop, time freezes, correct?
Yeah.
It is kind of confusing at times. It tricks me to think if there's lag in the game.
Yep, you just completely not notice this. He just completely didn't notice a rope whiff by his neck. You can hide dead bodies in bushes or haystacks.
It's the dark spirits.
Like with Dishonored, we should try to avoid kills wherever possible. Let's see.
Is someone there? What is this devilry? Who are you? Come out into the light.
Go. You can tell Lily where to go by pressing T. Oh, there's someone looking there. Yep. Thought we might be able to sneak through there. Let's see. We need to distract you then. that's in the way. Can we move this? Yes, we can. Okay, Lily in here.
Uh,
At least the beggars are getting sense. Born have stopped trying to get behind the walls.
If they were smart, they'd already be heading south. Nice, good, sure. Won't be long now before the first snow.
Okay, so you'll just go to whatever hiding spot is available along the way. Let's see. That's too heavy. Okay, he must be filled with water or something. Okay. Let's see about seeking some higher grounds. Okay, movement on haystacks is silent and falling in hay softens your fall. Okay. Okay, that's a very sturdy little crate there, apparently.
I guess it's meant to be environmental, not interactable.
Yeah.
I heard something. Why is it moving?
Okay, she tried to move. Let's see, is there anywhere else, any other thing I can use to distract him? Oop. Did not mean to fall down. Actually, can I distract him by dropping down here?
I heard a noise.
Then quickly... no. Or...
I heard a noise.
Yeah, just getting spotted will get you game over. Okay, so there's not even a need to distract him any further. Because he's just going to turn around again. Okay, that's the half-hour timer. Shall we go another 15 or move to the next game?
I think we should move to the next one for... I feel like we've gotten good information from this one so far.
Yeah. This could definitely get interesting with us being all acrobatic all over the place, just zipping between hiding spots up here. Oh, bird's nest. But we have to get her to go from point to point and continue on. But yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards a yes on this one.
I'm leaning yes. Probably good to investigate to see how long it is and all that.
Yeah. Okay, third game, another free one that came well recommended. Shelter from the Storm.
Alright, and look at the timer.
Yeah. Okay, another student project, I think. So, let's see. Okay, we're just seeking shelter from the storm. Oh, nice rug, really ties the room together. Okay. I'm sure I can find a good home for this. Table for one. Yep, oh, that's the screen. The horrors you must have seen. Just letting it sink in. Must have been a spider, really. It's missing a tap. The leading cause of dry skin, towels. That's not even clever.
But it's not wrong. All the towels could make your skin dry.
Oh, it really does seem like her eyes follow you around the room. Because they are. Violence will never solve anything. Oh. Okay, that was a clever one. Violence won't ever solve a thing, so neither do violence. I don't like to blow my own trumpet or anyone else's. Clarinet. flute or an oboe. It's one of the ones you blow down. I tried to learn the guitar once, but it was too fretful. It was too fretful. I don't know any songs off the top of my head. Records? A big black CD. No, it's not. Just a table. This must be the chill out zone. Oh yeah, a free little point and click game. Let's see if we can find anything going on here. Hardly any lions or witches. Narnia. Nothing. Shiny cross. Let's see. Open the drawer, there's a lighter inside. Okay. Marco, I don't know why, but this is reminding me of the Curse trilogy. Which Curse trilogy? Not sure if that was a joke with that, or whose bright idea was this? Snap the dresser. Okay, more shower guy. Okay, they do got the quirky dialogue. So far, so good. Yeah, they do got the punny dialogue down for point and clicks.
Some of it at least.
Talk. It's time to get a move on the o'clock. Another known painting. Pretty weak fist bump, really. It's very grand, but it's broken. Mirror off the wall. Some better days. Somebody somewhere is getting young. Julian Gray. Oh, hello? Boo. And we just collapse in on ourselves. Well, close one. I thought it was a goner.
It looked like it turned into ash.
Okay, positive. So no going that way without some sort of ghost repellent. It's a masterpiece if you like that sort of thing. I think that's a Dutch work. I think. And bolted to the table. Oh dear. Yep. You shove the bookcase and it slides to one side. I only noticed the scuff marks like a second after. Let's see. The games are just called Curse, and there's 3 games. Okay, are you laughing at me or laughing at some joke?
I think they laugh at the ghost thing.
Looks like a nice meal with friends. Yeah.
Also,
friends and one enemy.
Don't forget. You remember the viewer yesterday asking about cheese?
Yeah.
I don't think they were asking us.
Did you mean someone else in chat or something?
I think they had asked Mac.
Okay.
Think about it and you get it.
Mac and cheese. Also, we just stole their bone, their leg. Oh, a safe. Yep. A safe behind a picture of a safe. Yeah, a bit on the nose. Okay, symbols instead of numbers. Okay, then. Let's check up this other way. Yep, another Dutch painting. You throw the dog a bone. Okay, if we didn't have that, that would have been another death. I'll sit when I'm dead. Another candle we can steal. Mountains, aren't they funny? They're hill areas. Hill areas, hilarious. Okay. It looks tired, you relate. I think they put it here to make the room lighter and, well, some chalk and a chalk outline. That's not worrying at all. Too busy to sit. Go to let sleeping dogs lie. Okay. I don't know much about art, but I believe this is a painting. Or portrait. Hello. Okay, why is the library guarded by a knight? Okay, that would just lead back to the ghost. So let's check down here. Music isn't too bad.
Yeah, the environment is good. A bit neutral on the character design.
Let's see. Is the point to get a checkmate here on the white side, or queen is missing? Okay, so we need to find a chess piece somewhere. Sort of kitchen junk. It's an oven, but it doesn't seem to work anymore. This four-legged device is usually used for putting things on. And nothing in the fridge. I'd love a cuppa, but someone seems to already be brewing a pot of mold. Yummy, yummy. So the best before date is probably written in Roman numerals. Another candle. Okay, there were a few earlier. It's going to take a pass on the food poisoning. Let's see. Anything in these cupboards? Doesn't look like it. Or it's, Okay, we can speed up a little bit. One more over there. Really? That's creepy. A painting of a painting of a painting of a painting of a painting. Yeah, that is indeed a very long table.
But there's several.
Okay, really long painting.
Painting?
Yep. Okay, I think I see what's going on here. We had a mountain that was pointy, a pumpkin that is round. And then... yeah, a little house. So, triangle, circle, square. This... is... yep. Getting cold for a second, so give me a few. And yeah, this is just going to keep looping in different shapes here, so... wait, what am I back here? Give me a sec. And I return with some fried cod, or deep fried cod. Okay. Now where were... oh, there's another candle. Another for my collection. Let's see. It's 4 candles total so far. Okay, so triangle, square... or not, triangle, circle, square. Let's see, I think I know what you're going to use the chalk for. Probably some sort of ritual or something.
As well, just went to wash something.
There, and there. Okay, the sheet music for Moonlight Sonata. What a banger, probably worth a bit too. It's signed. Okay. So with that, we head off over to the piano. Is it this one? Yes. Sheet music. Okay, so all we needed to do was to make a loud noise with that thing to get across. Okay, well, I guess we can use that to... no, we're not doing an encore. We're going to use this to drive off the spirit. Oh, there they go. Oh, and that's what the chalk is for, as well as the candles. Yep, redraw the pen. I think it's a bit more than a pentagram, because penta 5. Let's see. Boxes of junk. Okay, so if we get too close, we're going to die anyway, even if we're repelling them. Okay. Yeah, that would be an octagram. Let's see, any more candles that we can find then? Okay, this is just going to loop again? Yes, it is. Okay, I did miss the last bit of that earlier, Marco, so thank you for that. Let's see. Where are we going to find 4 more candles?
Question.
So what do we need this for? I earned it? Really? Okay.
Yeah, there might be more on table.
Maybe, but I think the fact that it loops is a sign of... Okay, 3 clicks instantly moves you over. Let's see, pyramids, a wheel, cake, Eiffel Tower, 8 ball, Rubik's Cube, volcano, pie, whatever that is, and it... Okay, they didn't need to put in that many. Candles from the table. No, I think it's these specific ones, the big ones, not the candelabra ones.
It would be a candle, but...
Dave and Juliet. Okay. We're going to need some way to get past them. Oh, wait, there's already a second. Let's see. There. Okay, we just need to move over places. Okay, that still leaves 3 more, though. Great view of the rain. We need some way to get around this ghost. Okay, it still needs 3 more candles.
Interesting game, but I'm not feeling too much for it.
Yeah, again, free game, so shouldn't have too much high expectations. And from what I heard, it is pretty short, it's just like Shadow Burglar, so we could probably finish it in one go if we want to. But I just really don't see where we're going to find more candles. Oh, there's one. Okay, 2 more. There must be some behind the knight. There's none here. I'm not going there till it's out there till it stops raining. And I don't see a way of getting past this guy. There's probably at least one candle in that the chest over here. All light and dead.
I'm not surprised you need all candles to get rid of it. You can get to the chest.
Probably, which means that there are still candles hidden around the place. I just have no idea where they could be. The other ones have been in plain sight, so I doubt they're going to be hidden behind something. Let's see.
The painting seems to hint that there's one candle too much, I think.
It could just be a small error.
Could be.
Oh wait, it's locked and there's no obvious way of opening it. Okay, there's also the queen missing. You need to get a handle on that, really. And there's also the queen that's missing over here. So... wait, maybe... can we take one of these? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, the white queen piece is missing. How are we going to find that in an area like this? Or is the knight guarding the queen?
Likely, and
yeah, I think we can call it on this one a nice little game, but yeah, not for full streaming. Even if we did, we'd be done with it in like an hour probably.
Yeah, or it would take longer because I doubt there's a guide for this one.
Yeah, there probably is one somewhere. Okay, reset the timer, and let's move on. Not a bad game, I just don't want to waste too much time looking for dumb candles.
Yeah, now I sort of feel like we might be able to showcase all the games you have left.
Maybe. Okay. Okay, I am muting myself here and there to take a bite of the fish. And yeah, Spyro Reignited trilogy. And I don't know why, but each time I start up this game, it tries to connect with Steam VR. Or it starts up Steam VR as well.
What?
Yeah. So apparently this game has a VR mode, huh? That could be interesting. But yeah. What could I really say about this game that probably hasn't been said already? It's the first 3 Spyro games from the PlayStation era and such, just completely remastered.
I've actually seen 1 or 2 people play this.
Let me pull out my controller from this, because I think that would work better.
On YouTube, of course, folks. On YouTube.
Okay, and let's start the timer.
Okay, rolling.
It's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age, we now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Ganok character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Nork is a simple creature.
Simple?
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom.
No threat?
Besides, he is ugly.
Ugly? That does it!
Huh? Looks like I've got some things to do.
Marco Spyro. Okay. And yeah, looks good, huh?
Yep.
And of course I managed to fall off the very first platform. Okay, what? Yeah, Spyro is one of those core platformers that really got things moving, I believe. Let's see. A to jump, X to charge. So... there, rescued Nestor.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the Artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Yep, berries are save points.
Hi, Spyro.
Replay dragon? What's that say? Oh, replay the animation. Okay. Okay, I can't skip that. Okay, oh, I am noticing some frame drops, it looks like, so...
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Let's see, motion blur off, always off. Let's put that on high. Save. Okay. And that's much better. Delbin.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
And yeah, Sparks here. He's our health meter. Okay, whatever you have, I want it. There. Yep, even more.
I remember played this one as a kid, or tried it over some people's house. I don't know if there was a translation error in the manual, or someone gave me very wrong information about Sparky here.
Oh.
About him eating fairies to heal health or something.
No, they eat bugs, which you generally get out of knocking around the critters in an area.
Yeah,
like these sheep here.
Yeah, I don't know
Butterflies.
I don't know if it was a manual that got that wrong or the person who got it wrong. They probably mistook the bugs in the game for fairies, like in Zelda and such.
Okay. And yeah, Spyro, being a young dragon, can't fully fly, but he can glide. And just bang his head against stuff.
But yeah, this is when I tried the first time, when I learned that I kept this lighted Spyro, or Sparky for that, I felt like, why would I want to play a game where I have a companion that eats fairies?
It's
so
back
I can
you.
grow distant from the series.
That's alive. And yeah, most of these chests you can just bash open by running into them. Let's see. Let's check around this hub world first before we go into any of the exact worlds. Also, did I start the timer? Yes, I did. Just making sure. Oh, there's another dragon to free. Argus.
Cool flash. Do that again.
The Artisan's boss is through a portal in the Dragon Mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must complete one of the other Artisan lands.
Also, random fact.
No.
In the original, not all dragons that you rescue had a unique model.
Yep. That is one thing they changed definitely in this game. Or this collection, I guess you could call it. Is that they made the dragons a lot more individuals. I'm pretty sure there's not a single one who has the exact same model. Similar styles, maybe, but... Marcus says they also didn't have clothes.
If you prove your worth by rescuing 10 dragons, then you may use this balloon to fly to a new world.
It sounds to me like they did reuse a lot of some voice lines from the original game.
Yeah, some probably the ones they were able to salvage and clean up. Though nowadays we know how Marcus sounds like.
Yep. Yep, another dragon. Thomas.
Hey, Spyro! Press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
And that's all dragons here found. If we move quickly, Spyro doesn't take fall damage.
Oh dear. Sorry, Marco. I know there was a bit of a cheap shot.
Yep. Another one of you. Sit still. There. Yeah, and B button for breathe fire. It's another way that you can tell. And I think that is, well, basically all the moves that Spyro has in this game. Okay, let's head to this town square. We'll grab those goodies on the way back.
I think they can get more throughout the game.
Yeah, but that's in the in Spyro 2 and 3, I believe. I'm not sure if that's in this one as well. Yeah, I think in Spyro 1 that you basically start off with all of your skills already gained. Though there was something about a skill point gained earlier, so I have to look into that. Anyways, town square. Two dragons immediately in sight.
Where did those come from? Oh, they just lay about, alright.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Again, I apologize to Marco for it was indeed a bit of a cheap blow.
Okay, these we can still break. There are boxes we can't break. Nils.
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the right stick to get a good look.
Yep. See, his easel fell over. Okay. Yep. Okay. I guess we didn't grab the bull by the horns, but we did hit him in the ground by them. Okay. But yeah, as a platformer, the story is pretty simple. Bad stuff has happened. Go free all the dragons and get their treasure back.
Yeah, the story is not very deep, but it's not bad either, but it does get slightly more complex in the other games, but only slightly.
Yeah. Devlin?
Thanks, Spyro. I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing the jump button at the very top of your jump?
When did you put that cake together? Like, do you get put in like a pocket dimension while you're frozen like that, or crystallized?
Unsure. But yeah, for me, one of my complex, not story complex, but more of it, the characters get a bit more development.
Yeah.
Even if it's not by much.
These games run less of like deep stories and more like character interactions or character development and such. isn't to say that they are inferior to games with deep stories. They're just, well, a different kind of story.
Yeah, and it was kind of aimed for a more younger audience.
And yeah, these jackasses will find through all the games, I'm pretty sure. Oop.
Yeah, they're very, if I'm right, they are very disliked.
Yeah, because they're a nuisance. Okay. So we need to grab them before they get over here, because they'll just jump down. Oop. Okay, but they always have a dragon egg for you to save, or something like that. Or... So let's ignore them for the moment. There. There we go. And yeah, that's the end of the level. Most of them tend to be not that long. Let's see. Marco. In 2 and 3 they add some different characters you could play as for short seconds. Pokeball kind of thing. And bottom of my heart, fuck the gliding levels.
Spyro, did you see a man dressed in blue running around here? He's a thief, and he's stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg. Run, run! I'm getting a little winded.
Yep. It's a sausage on the tip of his tail.
Oh, there's more than just a sausage there.
Okay. And we've got, well, all but one dragon, one egg, and just over half of all the gems in the area. And we can use Sparks as a bit of a gem detector by pressing in the left stick. He'll just point towards the nearest gem. Okay. There we go. There are some more in here. Okay, probably best to take a bit of a look as to where he's headed. Okay, Sparks did collect the ones around. There. The metal ones you can't break by blowing fire, I believe. And yeah, he's just going to stay there until we jump down to go chase after him. Okay. More gems.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't need to outspeed him, you need to outsmart him.
Yeah. These. Need to blow on them a few times. There we go. Yeah, 4. Okay.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. You can always check your progress by accessing the guidebook through the pause menu.
I just gotta love that there's just no fourth wall with these, huh? That's all the gems. All the dragons.
Sense sarcasm.
There we go. Got you, my little fucker.
Yeah, may destroy with that one, but as he showed, it's not about outspeeding them.
Not always.
Yeah, it's more of outsmarting them.
That and forgetting that you can also just blow fire whilst you're running. Or actually, okay, you do need to stop for a second with that. Okay, let's head out. And there we go. Get all of that tallied up. The loading times in this game can get a bit long every now and then, from what I remember. Not that I got too far in as the loading as the start of the stream showed. Oop, more here. Though I will say I also have this game on Switch, and with that one I did get through 1 and 2, but I haven't gotten to 3 yet. He still has more. Okay. Another.
I know this game is good and all that, but I'm unsure about streaming it though.
What's those? Yeah. Like I said, it is as strong in story. And, well, we have done some platformer before.
Yeah. the story is not the issue here in Mad Love. It's more of some levels that I'm concerned about.
Yeah, there are some that are just complete and utter pains in the ass, like Marco said, the gliding ones. Let's see, it's going to give you a life when you collect enough. Okay.
Like, this stream for the story and fun, all that. Like, sometimes we may have some annoyance, minor annoyance and all that. This is fine, but we do want to avoid situation like the end of a Frozen Throne.
Yeah. To be fair with that one, the computer was fully cheating. Also, Spyro's had enough of flying in front of the Toy Story background.
But there are still plenty of things I have seen other YouTubers really struggle with and actually getting very frustrated.
Yeah, and
so yeah, that's where my concerns are.
But again, this is still a very good game.
Oh yeah.
And a very funny one in other places as well. Hello. Overcompensating for something, maybe. But yeah, one thing I did experience on the Switch version, at least, as well, is that I'd get burned out after a certain amount of time of this game. Like, again, good game. It's just that a bit too much all at once. Can just get grinding and such, or can get on my nerves and such. Because some of the platforming can be real bullshit. Lindar?
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
Now he sprints headfirst into it. But yeah, I'm going to say a maybe for now. We have a lot of other games that I would rather stream first. But maybe someday.
Yeah, maybe someday, indeed. It's not on priority list, basically.
Yeah. Basically, I'm going to mark this one as one we've showcased, but I'm not going to put anything of a yes, maybe, or such on it, I think. Okay, more of those orbs. Okay. Astor.
After you've freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See
All
ya.
about how my life got flipped turned upside down. Okay, we were supposed to jump into this level first. But again, this is a really good game, but I'd say if you can get your hands on it, play it for yourself as well.
Yeah. Provided you're really into platformers and such.
Yeah, there's another one of those bastards running around. Okay, even if you're not a hardcore platformer fan, it's still 3 games for the price of 1. And, well, even less if it's on discount. Also, hello, Druid. And bye-bye, Gandalf. Plus, on Steam, you can probably get it on discount. So, that's 3 good games for even less.
Yeah, the Switch, despite what some people I've seen on YouTube say at times, Steam and Switch do have sales.
Yeah, the
Maybe
online store does have some... the online Switch store does have some sales here and there, but it's far less than Steam.
Yeah, not as often, but they do have them. And same with the PlayStation. They do have them, but not as often.
Okay, 4 more dragons and an egg.
No idea about Xbox, though.
Up there we go. Gildas.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the jump button at the top of your jump, and try pressing the action button to drop down mid-flight.
But yeah, this is still blatantly a work of love, and just how much work has been put into it, huh?
Yeah, despite it Wait, I forgot if they were the developers or the publishers for this game. Did Activision make this game?
At the very least, they published it. The developers are Toys for Bob, I believe. 'Cause they do have their own bit at the start of the game.
Okay, correct. Yes.
There you are. Okay, the trick with getting these guys is generally by cutting them off where possible, but if you cut them off too much, they'll do a 180 and bolt in the complete opposite direction. So just gotta keep narrowing the gap. And come on. Okay, he's a little bit faster. There we go. So, yeah, people absolutely loathe those guys because some of them you just have to chase for like a few full freaking minutes to be able to gain on them.
Yeah.
This way for gems. Up there.
I think there are multiple endings to this game. But
more like the 100% ending and then the normal ending, I believe.
Yeah.
Nothing like difficult, like choices, morality choices or such that need to be made.
Indeed. It's more of a finish normally or 100%ing it. It's simple enough. And if we were to play this, again, big if, we would not do the 100%ing.
Probably, yeah. A bit late with that, Marco.
Okay, let's...
Oh, damn it. Okay, I've got my second computer off on the side here, processing yesterday's stream, and apparently it failed to complete the render, so I gotta start that over again. Well, that should be ready and good to be uploaded later today. Sorry, I was just remembering the lyrics. Oh, more gems. There we go. I see a gem there. Okay. But yeah, just in short, this is just a gem of a game. It's not for everyone, but if you can get it on discount, I definitely say try it out at least.
Yeah.
What were you pointing towards? Something to the right here?
As well go to a machine. We've gone through a lot of games already, I feel like.
Yeah, this is the fourth game already. Let's see, how far is the timer? Oh, the well. 6 more minutes. There we go. Gavin.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong, like me.
Sure.
Okay, that's all the dragons in this area. Let's try and get... Oh, wait, is this one of these? Oh yeah, this one we can't break. I forget if we need to find a key or some fireworks to blow it up instead. Problem with that is that Sparks points to the nearest gems, not the nearest interactable. Oh well. Anything else to find here? No, only gems. Okay, I'd say that's good enough reason to leave. Let's see, was this way? Yes.
You got butterflies. Right, I can see people do a mistake with that.
Yeah.
Especially how they made butterflies in the old game.
Let's see, Mark. You need a key. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll serve as a good showcase of this game.
Yeah. Still feel we might actually be able to showcase all the games we have remaining.
We'll see. So let's pause the timer, reset it. Okay, on to game number 5 then.
You see what I mean?
Alright. Play. Another one with a little launcher of its own, just for simple setting stuff and such. Okay. Okay, click or drag to move. Let's do not paint here. Oh, just type in some. Okay, I just hit random buttons, hoping it would do something. No, number 5. Never want to hear you. I never want to hear you say. Yeah, this game is called Vandals by Cosmographic. There's a K missing there. Let's see. Paris, 1968. Yep. Metro system. Okay, and this plays, well, somewhat similar to some of those older Go games. And I'm not talking Pokemon Go, but more like Lara Croft Go, Hitman Go, like isometric puzzle games. Let's see. Whistle to attract. Okay, should have expected that I could just get through that.
Okay, and I already know. Okay. Is there a story this one?
Presumably. Okay, they move when we move.
Can I...
Bonus. Okay. And let's get out of here. Invisible, 12 out of 12 turns. Again, I'm hoping there will be a bit more story, but yeah, that is in part why we showcase these games, to see if they're any good or not. Let's see. Bottle, throw lures to distract. Okay. Okay, bit of a mistake. Well, there, up too far that way. Okay, people could probably have quite a bit of fun with this. Yep. Okay. Let's start it again. This is all tutorial stuff. There. Okay, let's get to work again. Oh, it saved it. Let's see, Marco. Oh, hell yeah, I love these types of games. And there we go. Not exactly art, but oh well. Also, I'm surprised you didn't go for a Mambo number 5 joke with that one, Marco. Let's see, both of these sticking in their place. Okay. We can whistle to lure this guy over. Grab this extra thing. Okay, waste a bit of time. Actually, okay, they look away, so I didn't need to do the back and forth bit. Try and draw Miku? No. Actually, can I have any better luck with drawing there? a bit of a curse of age. Oh, I didn't see that guy there, and now we're caught. Let's see, can we roll back? Okay, we can't roll back single turn, but we can restart. That is a challenge with these games. Just, well, you can only restart. No rewinds or anything like that. It can make things a bit more difficult to get through. There. Let me see. 1, 2, 1, 2. Will he hear that? Yes, he does. Okay. Okay. Yeah, somehow they just hear that you've been up to shit with graffiti. Okay. Okay, how could I have gone... Okay, maybe when sneaking back through the fence could have been done quicker. Alright. We'll have to do this immediately. That's how you're supposed to draw that. I keep going the wrong way with that corner. Okay. And turn back around. And there we go. Yeah, it is looking like there isn't really going to be much of a story, sadly, unless that shows up later. Yep. Wild posters in me. Okay, I get the. Okay, we've missed a few of these. Oh, I think. Yeah.
I think some of them are unlocked if you finish it within a certain time.
That we're picking stuff up from the environment, I guess. Wild posters. In May 1968, nearby Paris, the University of Nanterre became the headquarters of lefties and the place of fights against the police. Youth rises up against General de Gaulle's old-fashioned ideas, this old and authoritarian France. It's time for social revolution. In the workshops of the Fine Art School, occupied by students, printing machines are used to produce over 3,000 posters each day. Displayed on the walls all over Paris, they chant libertarian, anti-cops, CRSSS, and proletarian, against repression, we stand united slogans. With simple forms and expressive symbols, the generation of uprising has invented an aggressive kind of graphic design. Okay, so that's going over the origins of graffiti? Okay.
Probably.
Let's see, marker is from picking stuff up. Okay, so I've been missing things. I've been missing things in the earlier levels.
But I'm still unsure about streaming this game.
Yeah.
I'm leaning no. And I'm not really feeling this, like... I can see people liking this. It's just not for me.
Yeah, it's more for the puzzling and such. Let's see.
Go in.
Yeah, she doesn't move back. That's a wasted move. Okay, let's finish this one. And then we'll call it on this. Like, fun for people who enjoy these puzzle games and such. But not going to be much for our streams. Okay, but again, that is why we showcase, to, well, see if there's any good. Let's see, there's a lot of these levels. Okay, I guess that's my I guess that's my pseudo now with this. Okay. Yes, sure don't want to quit. Okay. Well, on to game 6 then. Yeah, we might be able to finish this in 3 hours or so.
Yeah, we talked about the sort of either finish within 2-3 hours. Like 4-hour showcase will require only if you have a game that requires like a Digimon game that you need basically 1 hour to showcase. But I don't think we have any of those kind of games today.
Rainforest Alliance, inspiring everyone to protect our planet. Made with Unity, Muse Game supports, International Rescue Committee. Okay. Autosave. Okay, I will say I have played this game before. A bit with Kisuke and the others. But let's start a new game so we can show it off all the same.
I have heard of this game. I not know an organization was a part of it.
Umbrella Mushroom gives you portable shade and allows limited gliding, but wears out quickly while in use.
I feel it. I haven't heard of a Rainforest Alliance in a long time.
Okay. Keeping the timer paused until this load screen is done, because it is generating a whole new world. I wouldn't call this game a survival game. Because, well, you do need food and such. But it's not too difficult on that end, at least once you've got a bit set up. But it does have some interesting mechanics. I'll have to see if Kisuke and the others would be up for streaming this again sometime. Okay, when you die, you drop the contents of your backpack. Location is marked on your map. So, forgiving with that, you don't lose the stuff. Oh, you'll be ready soon. Let me tell you about the world that was, long ago. No, that's not possible. Get away from here. Hello, there? Can you hear me? I could use some assistance. I don't know how I got here. Can you get me out of this rubble? Guide spirits. Uncover the crystal shards. Help the voice emanating from this shard out of the sands. Thank you. I feel much better now. Oh dear, you don't look so well yourself. Quickly, go fill your bottle from that spring. Fill with left click. We can pour it out. So that doesn't really do too much to help us now. And we can take a drink to fill our water. The sun's heat is quite intense today. I'm not sure how you made it out here, but I think you would be better off sheltering here for a while. You may be able to put something together with all this stone and dead fall around. You'll need a workbench and sickle to get enough wood for a shelter. There's something buried here, but we can't pick up. Some sandstone.
I think we said this in other streams. Will you see the puddle in the desert like this, just like that is not running? It may likely be unsafe to drink.
Because it's stagnant, and stagnant water is a breeding ground for bacteria and such.
Yeah, so you may cure it first, but you may get something else.
And, yeah, we can pick up plants and plant them somewhere else. Actually, pick that up. Let's plant that over here in the irrigated area.
You know, it's a dead dune grass.
Alright. Yeah, can't get it then. Okay, yeah, this is irrigated land. So, stuff here is alive. Okay. Seed to craft structures. One workbench. Let's put that over here. Okay, craft a wooden sickle. Just 2 sticks for that. A curved wooden blade suitable for slowly breaking down plants. That circle should make breaking down dead plants, even trees, a bit easier. Okay. There, some plant fibers. This one's dead as well. Okay. Collect 3 wood. Okay, just break this down. Takes a bit slower, but we get more parts from it as we just beat on it. There we go. Things look very rough around here. Why can't I remember what happened? You may be here longer than I anticipated. We should set up something more sustainable. If you can craft a spade, there should be some seeds in the soil and dunes nearby. Craft that. Basic tool for digging and moving soil. Dune grass, a fast-growing, grainy plant with edible seeds. It's also known for its ability to revitalize sandy soils and its use as a polishing medium. Or so I seem to remember. Young seed is a fragile thing. It would be best to plant it near the water, such that it can grow healthily.
Almost back, just need to go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom a lot nowadays.
Let's see, what is this here? Root beard fungus. Okay. Pick up some more of these. One here. Okay, we can even use the spade to terraform it a little bit. So if we just keep digging in the spots, we go lower. Which, well, of course, is going to be very useful, well, with all of the water that will be coming from this spring here. So we can actually move it around. So if I were to dig a bit like this... Okay, there's not enough water coming out to fill that in. So let's fill it up some so that the water doesn't spread out too far. Okay, B to press open your backpack. Let's see. Okay, let's plant that here. And yeah, there's a reason we have this circle. With that, you should have enough to survive here. Basically, we can't plant too close to other plants. I believe there are a few more resources that can be gathered easily nearby if you're feeling up for it. Make sure to fill your bottle before heading out. Okay, another one there. And yeah, any more? Yeah, too crowded. At the bottom it does say everything. Not enough space. Wet and healthy grounds for enhanced growth rates.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yes, I'll be keeping my headphones on, people, so I can hear what's going on.
I'll leave a gap. Actually, I can plant some stuff here because I probably don't want water flowing to that. Okay. It is a bit subtle, but some of this sand, the sand is irrigated as well. So that's, yeah, that works for planting seeds as well. This is just, yeah, better suited. Just over here, it would just be 100 at the max. Over here, it's 125 at the max. Okay, but this is all still dry, or most of it is dry. Okay, fill that up. Fill ourselves up. Okay. While the dune grass grows, look for alternative food sources. Explore for temporary food sources.
Rice with mayo.
Ah, that's good. The rain bloom cactus can still survives in this area. The only bloom... bloom only on the rare event of a desert rainstorm, or in your case, when a clever traveler waters one as they pass by. So yeah, just pour a bit out. The fruit is treated as a tart treat. Yep, we can just get the fruit off of these. There we go. Alright, we don't have a... We really need to eat. There. Eat. There we go.
I'm eating! Calm down, Captain.
Next to search for is copper. Of all the base metals, it's magic. Okay, I'm surprised you are somehow somewhere so dangerous without a protective amulet or mirror of yourself. Of your own. Blech. Okay, the flow is increasing here. So no need to add to it. Let's see. Yeah, these springs will act as bases. Oh,
okay, if it's a spring, a spring will mean that there's actually running water, correct?
Yeah.
Then that hopefully will be safe.
How strange. I do not remember anything like this magical protection around us. Anyway, come back and we can polish that into a rudimentary mirror. Complete the tutorial before advancing. Yeah, we're kind of bubbled in at the moment. Some sandstone. Okay. Always a good idea to grab as many resources as you can in these sorts of games. There. I thought I could harvest from those, but no. Let's see, go to the workbench and shape and enchant your copper. Okay, a copper mirror. A mirror of polished metal with which you can direct arcane energy. You need essence for that. Your essence is almost depleted. Gather it from living plants at night. Springs and sigil stones will store it for later use. Okay. And yeah, we can use this to cast spells. Now let's get you a place to rest.
Yeah, ain't this game basically a quote-unquote druid game?
Sort of, yeah. Okay, press C and build a lean-to. We need some more wood for that, so let's go beat on a tree for a bit. Dead sunburst shrub. Let's see, Marco, I'm gonna hop off for today. See ya. Okay, see you later, Marco, and thanks for visiting.
That's it, Marco.
Sunburst seed. Okay. Okay. One lean-to. A simple shelter that can protect from the sun and wind and can be slept in during the latter half of the day or the night. Let's put that around here. There we go. One simple tent. Sleep in the lean-to to skip to nightfall. Rest till dusk. Okay. Now, you look well rested. Come on and let's have a look at the plants. I was worried about the state of things. Plants might not be able to create with the state of things, plants might not be able to create essence. Just as plants replenish the earth and make seeds we can eat, so too do they replenish our spirits. Essence is as key to life as... Do not be frightened, but I believe a spirit of ages past has found its way to this little oasis. Perhaps it was attracted by the essence as well? In connection to the life it once had. Okay, we can harvest these. Ah, there they are. Listen to a story. With a small gift you can encourage the ghost to share a tale of the world that was. It's heartening to see you. I see Naya's spark reflected in your eyes, but let me help where I can. forgotten about that. Ancient wisdom acquired. Okay. M to view your memories. And yet, this is how you get... this is how you can expand what you can do. So, let's see. Handcrafts. Learn to construct the basics from wood and fiber, including storage, decorations, and a compost bin. As I wandered here in search of life in the desert, I saw a glow of brilliant blue. It looked like your friend. Regardless, I'm happy to have seen the beauty of these plants once again. Okay, that was the ghost talking to us, not the spirits. Okay. There, I have it mapped, marked them down on your map. And you should see a marker on your compass as well. Something out there, go find it. Okay. Break the circle. Be careful as you leave this oasis. Make sure you have enough water before heading out. And some food as well. Although traveling at night is safer, don't go unprepared. And keep an eye out for rain bloom cacti. And don't stay out too long. Keep to the shade where you can. Don't go swimming in the ocean and be careful around cliff. Don't forget your mirror. Okay, Mom. Okay. Fill this up. Fill ourselves up. Fill it back up. Okay. And yeah, these look a lot different. These dead plants look a lot different in the night, huh?
Let's see. Need to grab something there.
Eat a bit. Look. Oh, those are seeds.
Yeah, they do look a bit different at night. Or is it dusk?
Yeah, it is. It should be night now. Okay, let's break the circle.
I would say more evening. If you look at the clock up there.
Multiplayer is now available. You should have a glow over that dark structure. And I think that's it. There. Imprisoned spirits. Mirrors. Mirrors reflect. Can be used for reflection of spells. Mirrors of mirrors.
I think you want to use this mirror against that.
Yep. Bit too late. Okay, let's get somewhere it's a bit... Oh.
Well, it said reflect projectiles back at the source.
There we go. Oh, goodness, what is happening out there? You find the shards? Are you alright? Okay. Yeah, let's head back. I think you should come back to the spring. Okay. Oop. There's something over there. But let's head back here first. Thorn pod seeds. Or, nope. Yeah. Thorn tail pod, I think it said. Yeah, thorn tail, yeah. Sunburst seed. Okay. And now that the area has been irrigated for quite a bit longer, it's become a lot more habitable, huh?
Oh yeah, I see more fertile ground.
Thank you. This was a piece of me. My name is Vigius. Vigius? I was once a spirit of knowledge, a guide to many. But it seems I've been shattered, broken and spread across the land. I now understand how incomplete I am. You have been incredibly generous in helping me so far. I offer you what knowledge I remember in return. Speak with me if you wish to learn more, and perhaps if you feel up to more adventure in finding pieces of me. Okay, talk to them. Ready for adventure? Get out there and find pieces of Vidges and piece together what's happened to this world. Thank you for your help in this. You are too kind. If you follow the red meteors to their origins, I suspect you will find more of those towers. I suspect other parts are being used in the same way.
Okay, so far the game is interesting.
Yeah. So be prepared to face resistance in freeing those parts of me.
I don't want to. It's one of the games that works well with other people if we were to stream this.
Yeah. This would definitely be more for multiplayer. And okay, the water is... There's quite a bit of water flowing out now. So if I pick this up and put it around here, I could create a channel to spread out to more, or to cover more area. There we go. And this way we can slowly but surely expand our little garden around here. Because as a survival game, we will need to, well, grow our own food and such. Let's open this up so the flow increases. There we go. Now it's properly connected. But yeah, you do need to be careful with the amount of water that you're spreading out. So I think I pulled it away from here. So let's lessen that a bit. Okay. Let's see. Follow the pink comets. Oh, there's more to say. Better source of foods. If you're looking for a more sustainable source of food, amaranths once grew abundantly here. If you find a fresh enough seed, bring it back here and it should grow even in sandy soils. Keep an eye out for any pink stalk gnocchi plants. They often grew around forests. Let's see. Let's plant this thing. Dry ground there. Let's put it here. This one is a lot more competitive with space. Let's see. And yeah, it's butting in on these plants' territory, so to say.
Oh, almost before I forget, big maybe, we streamed this evening some crosscode.
Yeah, depending on how things go, of course, and well, dinner and everything.
Yeah.
Also, me having to fill in with the swimming group. Only attendance keeping, nothing big.
But yeah, it's basically both on the captain's side and Liz's side. I think we forgot to ask them yesterday, but we probably yeah. I think one of us is gonna ping them off the stream.
Let's see. Yeah, we can expand these wells to give off more water, but we can't at the moment. Let's see. Exploring cliffs. Those cliffs nearby sure look tall. Climbing cliffs is a great way to get a feel for your surroundings. Try climbing one and see if you spot anything interesting. Okay. First off, though, let's... Actually, we don't need to plant that. Actually, let's plant that. Then we have one of those here. They take up quite a bit of space, but they need only a small area to work with. They're not plant. Eat. Oh, poisons. While poisoned, you lose health over time. Eat an antitoxin or wait to recover. Okay, so a case of don't eat the mushroom, huh?
Yeah, it might be a case of cook them before you eat them, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, some things are poisonous if you eat it raw, but it can be edible if you cook it properly. But again, don't eat mushrooms you do not recognize or can't make sure are the edible variants. Like, again, get a mushroom book if you're interested in eating mushrooms, for the awesome mushrooms that are deceptively similar to each other.
Yeah.
So you can think, oh, this is an edible one, without realizing you just took the poisonous one.
Yeah, there is at least one. There are at least two kinds of red and white mushrooms that are very similar. One of which is edible, and the other is completely and utterly toxic.
Yeah. And you probably should use. Actually, yeah, you should do that with basically any wild berries and mushrooms. I don't think I heard about too many poisonous fruit, but I guess it depends on the country.
Okay. Okay, we don't have enough memories for anything else. Let's go look for the origins of these pink meteors that are heading towards, well, that bubble over there. Oop. Let's take that. But yeah, basically, one of the goals in this game is to terraform this desert back into proper livable land, or more livable land. But yeah, it would definitely be more for multiplayer streaming, I'd say. Sunburst seeds. Because that would just help speed things up a lot. Because a lot of it, I think we wouldn't really stream this for story, but we would stream it for multiplayer. To put it in that way.
Yeah, which probably make it easier to enjoy the story, since otherwise, I do suspect there would be a lot of grind in between the stories.
Yeah.
Or the story bits.
Okay. Let's snack on this. Okay. What's that thing? Wind exposure. Aurora. Healing plus. Oh, okay, there's an aurora going on. Okay. Come on.
Let's see.
There we go. Excellent. See anything to investigate up there? Let's see. Climb out, clear out the remainder of the raid outpost and bring Vigil's pieces back to them. Oh, and be careful not to fall off. I do not remember how to repair a broken ankle. Okay, hello. Frozen essence. Okay. This climbing does not seem to take up stamina, but it does lower our food slowly, I think. Yep. Oh. Screw you. And yeah, we need to initiate this climbing ourselves with the shift key. So no accidental climbing of anything. Okay. There we go. One more. Oh, what hit me there? So, was that you? Bone fragments. Okay, there's more of these crystals. Let's take care of those as well. More of this essence. Okay. Yep, little whirlwinds. Okay, one more fragment / shards, and quite a view, huh?
Yeah, quite a view.
Umbrella fungus. Drink.
Tainted.
Iron constitution. 1 of 7. Okay. There was a tooltip earlier that said something about umbrella mushrooms being able to be used as a... as a way to slow down falling, so I guess we're going to get to test that out in a second. Let's see. Okay. Or I guess we can't test it out because we carrying it on our back. Let's see. Parts, thirsty, and yeah, you can do stuff to help these things grow.
It says tainted, so I guess there's you need to purify it before you can use it.
Yeah. Oop, that is an actual one. Okay. Spell power 1 of 8. Okay, dirty spring. Good bad idea to drink from that. Let's see. Mature, healthy. Okay. Are these just not flowering, or whatever the word would be?
Yeah, I guess they're not. Let's see. How are we on time?
There we go. It's Mary Poppins, this shit. Oh, just about to hit the half hour. So yeah, let's head back.
And yeah, then we're able to grab the last game. Which means next week, it will not be
yeah. No showcase next week then. There we go.
But something else.
Yep. Okay. Well, yeah, if anyone else has this game in our friend group, I'd definitely be up for trying to stream this for multiplayer and such. Take a drink. Give a drink. Okay. What is that marker? Sun exposure. Okay. Which we can counteract by using one of these. But yeah, that would be sort of the basic loop of this game. Just gather resources, expand your garden, find and destroy, or find and cleanse those corrupted areas, and then deal with whatever they're feeding, attacking, whatever. Let's see what you have to say. Okay, return the shards. Okay. Thank you again. I remember more. I can remember children playing, farmers tending to the land. Come ask if you want to learn what I remember. Yeah, spring expansion. Is there an easy way to expand this pool of water? Your spade can shape the land in addition to digging up seeds. Digging a trench to let water flow can help expand your spring. Okay. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Okay. Again, good game, and definitely up for streaming it, but more in a multiplayer capacity than single player. Okay. And there's actually 2 games left. It was 7 before I added Shadow Burglar. But yeah, at this rate, yeah, we can do these last 2 as well.
Yeah, may as well.
And I think you might find this one entertaining.
Oh, I know this one. Oh wait, no. I think I'm about another.
Galvanic Games.
Let me see which one it is.
And Devolver Digital. We've been picking up a lot of these recently with the
yeah.
Wizard with a gun.
Okay, so it was not the one I was thinking about. Oh right, I'm thinking about what's going on? SWAT wizards, basically.
Tactical Breach Wizards or something like that.
Yeah, something like that, yes.
That's a lot of save slots. Let's see. Gunslinger, a balanced experience intended for most players. These settings can be adjusted mid-game. Okay. Sheriff, 3 stars. Harder combat, faster chaos. Combat and time limits are less forgiving. Only for the bravest of wizards.
Oh, it's a difficulty.
Okay. Details. Always nice when you can get details shown. Player damage received multiplier. Enemy health multiplier. Apocalypse timer multiplier. Lose round protected items upon death. No, lose arcana upon death. Multiplayer scaling. Okay. Like with most of the games we showcase, I know basically nothing about this game other than what was shown in the trailers, which was more cinematic stuff and not really gameplay. So, learn the ropes. If this is your first time playing, we strongly recommend you play the tutorial. It will help you learn the basics and introduce you to the world and characters. Let's do this. So I don't actually know if this is more a single player or multiplayer game. Okay, tab for a weapon wheel.
Well. Oh, there are several quote-unquote Wild Western Wizard games, but I don't know how they went with many of the others. I know they exist, basically.
Adventure's a guitar melody. Well, that probably wasn't supposed to happen. Yep, DLC. Don't Starve pack, really? Cult of the Lamb pack. Really? Shadow Wizard Money Gang, or whatever that was. Whatever the specific is called again. Okay, customize your wizards. Let's go with that. Wizard without a gun. Find your way to the tower. Okay. A bit Don't Starve-like, but more 3D in the effects here. Oop. Hello, wizards. Cryptomancer. Oh goodness, you are still alive. You are my first pick, but my first pick is already dead. It's not ideal. I wouldn't ask you to do this if I had another choice. There's not much time left before the world ends. You'll have to get into the tower to roll back time to before chaos started wrecking things. There's a doorway not too far from here. Just follow the path. Okay. A bit of a mix of Don't Starve with Bastion. Angie leaves. Oh, a spell turret. Okay. Okay, we don't have a weapon, so we can't really defend ourselves. Oh, apples. Okay. Oh, wood. Okay, that slowly heals us. She's dead, wizards. There's no bounty left for you to collect now. All the doorways are closed again, across the entire tower. She opened them all once. Perhaps you can too, but you'll need Arcana. Chaos is just magical energy, malignant and mindless. You'll need to fight it to gather some Arcana. So did I remember to start the timer? No, I did not, so I'll start it now. To fight it, you'll need a... what did she call it? Ah, yes, a gun. Let's see. Crafting table. A wooden gun. A simple gun made of wood. Every wizard knows how to make one. Alright, we can add it as a task.
I mean, you can make a wooden gun, just...
It won't last long.
Yeah. and accuracy may likely... Yeah, basically it will likely not be accurate.
Yeah. Okay. Crafts. There we go. Find the source of Arcana.
And probably even on C4, if you do add up too much gunpowder such, you probably end up... But you end up shooting someone, but you also end up having a lot of splinters or fragments on yourself.
Yeah. Okay, we can use our gun to to harvest resources. Better than making a pickaxe, huh?
Oh dear.
Okay, but oh, we do have limited ammo, it seems. Okay, over here. Still a lot of bullets, and would probably be reasonably easy to make them, I'm guessing. Okay. We have our clip over here with how many there is. Howdy. The last bard. Everything's coming to an end, kid. We've got the best seats for watching the show. And that old ghost tell you the fate of the world's in your hands? I've heard her say that one before. It's a heavy burden to put on anyone. Okay, I just did a spin. Don't stress too much, kid. If you fail, no one will be around to blame you. Good luck with everything, kid. Okay, very depressed bards. Hello, wizard. Be careful. Beings of pure chaos are coming through rifts up ahead. Defeat them to obtain Arcana and open the doorway. Okay. Yeah, let me just shoot through these. Plenty of resources. Okay, that was probably to show that you can break things with your gun. A glass chunk. What are you supposed to do?
Something spawns those.
Arcana is collected by killing chaos. Chaos is a relentless force, but you stood strong against it. Return to the doorway to open the tower. Okay. I'm guessing the tower is going to be our crafting hub and everything. A safe place away from all this chaos. Prepare. You've made it to the tower. You have a moment to relax. Tether your soul. Hello there. It's the first edition. Learn how to learn. Let's see. The first edition is an ancient mechanic tome capable of learning about the world around it. You can use it to scan objects to find out more about them. Okay. While holding the first edition, you will see an indicator above objects you can scan. You can upgrade the first edition, allowing it to scan more objects. Scanning some objects and creatures provides recipes for crafting. Alright.
This game is interesting so far.
Let's read. In the early days of mechanomancy, after constructing the Prime Mechana, the wizards of the Imperium created the first editions, books capable of learning on their own and writing their own pages. Their creations ended up being too intelligent. The first editions rose up against the wizard who created them and put the Academy to the torch, destroying the automation wing of the school and killing scores of students and instructors in a conflict that came to a stalemate after a week of fighting. In battle sorcerers were called in from the Corriere front to break the blockade and defeat the tomes. In the aftermath of the uprising, the arch-wizards of the Imperium enacted laws limiting the way Mechana books could be written. No longer could Mechana write their own pages. No longer could they learn. From the fires of the Academy, only a few first editions remained. Most were locked under strict quarantine and separated from the stone and metal constructs that allowed them to move freely and cast spells. After the shattering of the world, all the first editions were assumed to have been destroyed. Okay, that's some interesting stuff.
Yeah, it sounds familiar with certain, you know, franchise.
Yeah. The wheel.
What? No, I was talking about Terminator.
No. This description of this thing. The wheel, it says here.
Oh.
This is Research Mechana. Let's see. And that there. Arcane Annihilator. We got the World Builder.
Something.
We'll upgrade the... Let's see. Tangy T. Let's see. God Machines. The wheel. An ancient god machine used to roll back time. The process is chaotic and sometimes produces unexpected results based on whether the cause of an event is still in the world or in the tower. As a safeguard put in by the gods, all tethered beings must be in the tower for the wheel to roll back. And the soul tether, a god machine used to safeguard the souls of those who use them. Research Mechana. This massive Mechana, I think I'm saying that right. Mechana was built in the early days of gunmancy to aid in spell research. Once state-of-the-art, it has since been replaced with newer research tables. It remains a great educational resource to beginner gunmancers. Okay. And the Arcane Annihilator. Destroys items and converts them into raw arcana. Okay, there's a bunch more stuff like that. Let's see. Scrap metal and arcane tome. Probably get some tomes out of this. Yep. Craft another... Oh! Okay, so we don't craft ammo. We craft we just craft another gun. Okay.
I guess it's a case of magical bullets in some cases.
So we craft a new one.
It makes part, I'm not gonna say the correct name there, as I know people may take it out of context. It's a twig with a leaf.
Yeah. Okay, metal. Where can we get some metal from here?
I'm gonna guess some of these guns are more like a gun-shaped wand.
Yeah. Gear. The first edition has something on that, I think.
Wait, what did you say?
Yeah, we picked up a gear of sorts.
A gear, okay.
Yeah, Arcana Bank. Okay. And this is an alchemist book. If you're reading this, I'm dead, or the Cryptomancer has given up on me and found someone new to take my place. She's confusing and secretive, but you can't trust that her goals align with ours, at least to the point of stopping the worlds from falling apart. She cannot come into the tower for reasons she can't or won't divulge, so the tower is completely at your disposal, other than Marcus. Who's Marcus? Welcome to the tower, whoever you are. Like most, I thought the tower was an imperial myth. The doorways have been closed since the world broke 2 centuries ago, and there are no entrances on the mainland that I know of. In my last 5 years on the Shatter, we've opened all of the doorways we found. Each doorway yielded many discoveries, books, machines, reagents, until we opened the last one. The large eye-shaped doorway at the edge of the Imperium. We set something loose that's been waiting in the tower a long, long time. I think chaos must be a failsafe left behind by the gods to prevent us from accessing their final tower. Considering what happened 200 years ago, I don't think I'm the first person to release it. We've rolled the wheel back dozens of times to stop chaos from destroying everything. We always fail. Though time doesn't move normally here, I'm too tired and too old to continue this battle. And I just keep telling myself, one more time, it will likely become your man for 2. Good luck, Hilda Bulla. Another gear. There's more stuff over there. And okay, these are just arcane tomes. Let's see. We can deposit all of our arcana into that. Okay. Let's see. Need metals. Okay. another gear, a big one this time. Okay, transfer item, convert. Okay. So we can have multiple guns, also of the same type. Okay, so probably a good idea to just have at least 2 of these on hand each time. We can't break that, I'm presuming. Let's see, deliver gear. Prime time, restore the Chronomancer's wheel. The Chronomancer's wheel is a god machine that rolls back time. Return ancient gears to add to the wheel and rebuild more of the world. Every gear you add allows you to roll back time further and discover more of the shatter. Okay. Roll back wheel, upgrade the first edition, repair that. Okay, let's roll back time first. We can roll it back to the first set of these. Reset and rebuild the world by rolling back time. The tower is your home away from chaos and an end of the world. The first rider. You rolled back time to before the end of the world. Maybe Hilda's alive again. Let's see, this is something more to see. Save and store and safeguard your extra arcana for later use. Okay. New expedition. If you go through this doorway, you'll be starting a new expedition. If you die during an expedition, you drop all the items out of your backpack and return to the Soul Feather. Okay. Scan this. Okay. And who are you? Hilda. You? Oh, you're my replacement. All the people on the shadow, you. Gods, I hope she knows what she's doing. I'm getting too old for this nonsense, but if you're going to take my job, you should at least do it well. First things first, let's get that gun reloaded. Head over to the loading bench. Oh, okay, so we can reload stuff. Okay. Alchemist Library, wanted. Okay, the loading bench. Wizards use loading benches to build spells on their guns. You will use it to craft bullets and powders with resources you gather from the world. Okay. So we can make different bullets for each of these, I'm guessing.
Alright.
Okay,
so
select the bullet slots.
So you're still right about having multiple guns being a good idea.
Yeah. Select a bullet to craft bullet or track it with a task. I like that you can track stuff as tasks for building stuff and such. Okay, now we've got more bullets. And we can make... Okay, now we have 300 of mag. Okay. All bullets. Always nice to have different tabs for different stuff. Okay. So now we have this one and this one as a backup. Build the World Builder, a furniture gun. Okay. Simple destruction spell, a classic. Next time you're in the tower, check out the research Meccana. It'll help you learn to build better spells. You'll need to learn to build your own loading bench. The next time you roll back the wheel, I may not be here. Okay. Wanted, Hilda Bulla. Dead or alive for murder, treason, robbery, theft of a skyship, conspiracy and tax evasion, significant cash or weapon rewards. Okay. Okay, the map. We've got something over there. And is that marking a gear for us to get? Great. The book should have taught you a recipe for one of those guns now. Go ahead and craft one. Okay. There, the World Builder. We need more metal scrap for that, so let's mark it as a task. And, oh, this looks metal. I'm guessing the shield is sort of a level / damage resistance. And it seems that the tome will react when there's something scannable nearby. Statue of Flora. Okay, we'll check it in a sec. Okay. And what have we here? Poe turnip. Okay. Some more metal for us to destroy. Since it did say that this game has multiplayer, I could see us playing this in multiplayer as well. It would be fun to see what sort of shit everyone could have come up with.
Oh dear.
I suspect there will be some sort of RPG mechanics as well with the spells you can learn and build. And just how you make stuff.
Captain?
Hmm?
You made a multiplayer.
That was
Hey,
gun
Ram.
wizard.
Yep, no, wizard with a gun.
Is there a difference?
Hello, Rom.
In semantics. But how are you doing?
Fine, just a bit cold.
Okay.
You're cold, I'm a bit warm.
Potion wheel.
I want to point out that it's currently winter down here, and also freezing, and also raining.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
Gee, thanks.
It's moderate over here at the moment. I say that and I look up at my clock that has a thermometer, or at least it's not an inside thermometer. I think it's more like it's not. It's been linked into a network, but it says 27 degrees outside. So.
I don't think that's warm outside here, but since I have to close the window, all that means it will get warm in my room.
The world builder can be used to construct and deconstruct buildings. Buildings constructed in the tower are permanent. Those in the shadow are lost when you roll back time. Okay. Nope, let me correct that there. Okay. Tab for our weapon wheel. And Q for our potions. Okay. Furniture gun. Okay.
Hey, you got the gun from Gary's mod.
Okay, so we can make our own loading benches, arcane annihilators, banks, gun mounts, display for showing off the guns you've collected, small chests, and decoration stuff. Or I think books and... yeah, decoration. Okay. Let's talk with her again. I remember when I built my first furniture gun. Make sure to build a loading bench in your tower. It'll serve you till the end of time. 200 years ago, the world broke and the Shadow was created. Since then, things were stable, mostly, until we opened the tower and let chaos out. Chaos keeps destroying the world, no matter how many times we roll back the wheel. Now chaos has broken the wheel. To rebuild the world, you're going to need to rebuild the wheel first, one ancient gear at a time. My allies, the riders, may have some of the pieces as well, but they won't trust you. This is the first time you've met us, not the first time we've met you. When you roll back time again, I won't remember this. Okay. Ancient gears are used to rebuild the Chronomancer's wheel. After returning an ancient gear, you can roll back time to expand the shatter with new areas. This is an interesting way of... This is an interesting way of, well, getting new areas to explore.
Yeah.
Let's clean up a bit in here. Okay. Alright. Now we've got extra bits. Okay. I'm guessing before we can install the major wheels, we need to find the smaller ones. Nope. We've drawn something's attention. Oh, there's a timer now. Chaos is now breaking apart the world. You have limited time until chaos is unleashed. When chaos is unleashed, it begins to devour the world and surviving becomes more difficult. Awaken dormant rifts and destroy them to push chaos back even further. Okay.
So you awoke the chaos gods. Why?
Because we need Well, we need to stop them from shattering the world in the first place. For that, we need to wind back time more and more. Okay.
Oh dear.
Repair that. Let's see. Upgrade the tome. Okay, we need iron ingots for that. Burning bullets, cold bullets, poison bullets, and charming bullets. Bullet that charms enemies so they follow and fight alongside you. Does not work on chaos. Okay, we need ancient, not arcane tomes for those.
I could still spin this, but probably with the Derby, maybe Roman others.
Yeah. Bit of cleanup. Let's see. Anything else that we can grab around here? Doesn't look like it. Also, yeah, let's build one of these loading benches in here. Probably somewhere close to the portal. Not too much area immediately around it. Let's put it over there. Oh, we don't have enough iron ore for that. Or metal scrap at least. There. Okay. Can I move you? Yep, okay. Can have a total of 6 guns on us at all times.
With the 6th gun being your melee weapon, apparently.
Yeah, it's the builder's gun at the moment. You've done well so far, wizard. You may succeed where the others and I have failed. Chaos will attempt to hinder your progress from here on. Gather the missing ancient gears to expand the world and explore further into the shadows. You'll find a Mechantress's doorway soon enough. She too has an ancient gear. Scan you. Okay. Mechana Smith, Mechantress has gear for the wheel. Okay. Take some of these.
How are we on time?
Let me see. 6 minutes.
I'd be concerned if I do with the same number again in the next game.
Let's see. Can I knock those apples? Yeah, I can knock them out of the tree.
Oak apple? What? Which one is supposed to have acorns?
Come on, I need to scan you. There we go. Jinx. Okay. Got enough material for a loading bench. Oh, increased movement speed at the sewing mechana. We don't have that yet. There is something on the map here, though. Let's take all of that. Oop. Okay, loot goblin of sorts. Loot wizards.
Oh. Loot goblins usually try to run away from you, not attack you.
What have we here? A map altar. Okay, that reveals an area of the map, it seems.
Did you notice what that altar was?
Yeah. Oh. The spyglass. Reduce chaos. That gives us extra time. Okay.
It was a tome with an eye looking through the spyglass.
Yeah. Give me that. Shabby flintlock. Okay. Oop. Didn't notice you there.
Yeah, you probably should try and scan those if you can.
I need to get the drop on them first. Shabby machine wand. Really? Okay. Okay, a furnace. Okay, we can turn scrap into... Had no fuel, so let's put some wood in there. Okay. Yep, Rom, that was audible.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think about it. It just pushed the play button and didn't notice. Anyways, I'm actually a bit tired. It's early, so I'm gonna go sleep. You guys have fun with the rest of the showcase, assuming there's more games.
One more after this. Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks
later.
for visiting, and yeah, I'll see you next time.
Be safe, Rom.
Yeah, too.
I guess we need to edit that out.
Yeah. This resetting time also solves the problem of replenishing resources. Since you're winding back time every time, the resources rewind as well.
Yeah.
I'll make a furnace of that in the tower. Oh, hello there. A bit of cash. It'll probably randomize things a bit as well.
As a reminder for folks, by how things are looking, next Wednesday, we'll be streaming, let's see if I remember the name, Zenless Zone Zero?
Yep. Reduce that. Okay, halfway down the timer already with this. Let's scan these things. Okay. Chaos Mites. Okay. Oh, we got a health upgrade that we can make. There we go. Reduce chaos again. Oh, that got us 3 full minutes. Okay, that was worth it. Yep. Shabby. Oh, Maclander. Oh, you've got a gear. Okay, we want to beat you. Okay, some tomes. Okay. I like that the map does show some points of interest when we're nearby them. Here. Okay, holding E grabs everything nearby, always useful. Okay. Anything to scan? Doesn't look like it. Take all of that. Okay, what is this and why is it glowing? Macana oil. Okay. Need something for some health regen. Okay, yeah, this game has a lot of quality of life stuff that is making this easier, or easier to handle. What is with these statues, by the way? There's probably something in here. Let's see. Chaos, the Riders. Statue of Flora. Not much is known about Flora. But before the Shatter, she had a cult following of Magi who believed she was a goddess of life equal in station and power to the god wizards. That's the half-hour timer. The wizards of the Imperium found the cult of Flora guilty of heresy and attempted to stamp them out. They were unsuccessful. Okay, yeah, I'm putting a yes on this, especially for multiplayer.
Yeah.
And that's the doorway we just in. Okay, I like that it does have base building. And okay, it immediately goes down to 0 when we go back in here, so no cheating. So we'll have a safe area where we can build whatever we want. without risk of it getting destroyed by raids or something, unless that sort of stuff starts later in the game.
Oh dear.
Okay, this has 2 different bullet types. Okay. Yeah, different types, different fire rates and effects, of course. Okay, yeah, I can really see how this could be really fun, especially in groups. I wonder what the maximum amount of players would be, but I'll look that up later. For now, we have one more game to cover, and then we'll be done with, well, the games I think are good for showcasing for a while, or at least on the PC, and on Steam and GOG and such. I do still have... yep, go ahead.
I say, we all go a bit longer to... Still, there's one remaining, so...
Yeah. I am considering maybe doing other showcases at other times of more console games, like for Wii, Switch, and such. Since I do have those actually attached, I don't need to use emulators for that. Also for the PlayStation. So yeah. At some point we'll probably start with showcases again, but probably not for a while. But before any of that, the last game we have is Zipp's Cafe. So let's start a new game. Start the timer. And it seems that the last stream has failed to render again. Export file.
Another day at the meat grinder. Well, let's get it over with. There's a little cafe on the edge of town. My little cafe. This is no man's land. A small, dusty island apiece right between Clawville, the city of animals, and the Hive, or Bug Ghetto, where we banished the insects some time ago. But I'm not interested in politics. My goal is simple: to live in peace, forget the past, and of course, brew the best coffee in all the wilderness. I usually have no problem with the latter, but forgetting the past, well, I always have trouble with that somehow. What can I do? I go with the flow. As my late good mommy used to say, whatever happens, happens, son. Coffee never goes out of fashion.
Day 1. New life, new menu. Yep, hello. Let's see. Another riot in the Hive. Another riot has broken out in the Hive over the closure of a textile factory. An artificial meat factory, MEAT, is planned to replace the former one, but the new owner refuses to take on the employees, putting many of them on the streets. As it is, about half of the Hive's insect population is permanently unemployed, and the closure of the huge factory complex is only adding fuel to the fire. The workers locked themselves inside the building, only to be chased out by the police riot squads, but in the streets nearby, many started to vandalize and even set fire to the premises. Although the riots were quelled within hours, people living near the Hive reported that the area was still on the verge of collapse. And the wild gangs terrorized the city. With the fall of the notorious Mafia clan, the so-called Wessler Empire, the situation is perhaps worse than ever. The clan has been torn apart indeed, but more and more reports are coming in that several smaller groups have formed from its ashes. The police are largely powerless to deal with them, as these organizations seem to finance themselves from legitimate activities, at least on the surface. Okay, we can just get it type. Nice to have it for that as well. What is up with that building? Okay, hello there. Frank. Hey, Harv, I'm Frank. What's up, mate? Yeah, don't ask, Zipp. I'm totally off. Just new jobs, new cases. Come on, don't tease me. Tell me everything. It's particularly slow night anyway. You really want to hear? Oh, you know me, eh? I'll kill for some juicy gossip if I have to. Well, seeing as what we have down here. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so shitty cases. I don't mean that figuratively. Off to a good start. I was asked to wrap up a case for 2 tumblebugs. Someone's been stalking their manure shipments for a while. Yuck. Yes, the trail led to a group of flies. Half-winged Jim mean anything to you? The fat bloke who broke off of Darktown before they drove you insects to the edge? The very same. Furry heavens. He's not a minor league player, that's for sure. But the joke is that they didn't want the manure for themselves. Who else likes manure? You'd be surprised. Yuck again. Yeah, so it turns out that Mick was behind the whole thing. Wait, what? Mongrel Mick? In full furry life size. Shit. Yes, literally. So what happened? Nothing yet. I'm working on it. The magical case of the missing manure. And you know, the hive never sleeps. Well, I envy you, buddy. I can imagine. So, what's your poison, eh? Yeah, I don't really know. Let's see. Okay. Frank Castanelli, or Frank Half-Armed Castanelli. No one knows when or how, but he lost one of his arms. Rumor has it that someone won it from him in a bet, but it could just be a hoax. In any case, it's definitely a tough story, but he's a tough guy. The best detective in the hive and an old friend. Okay. Let's take your order. Let's have an It Can't Always Rain, with 4 sugars like I usually do. It's somehow fitting for this evening. Okay. Good choice. Going right up, Frank.
Let's see.
Okay, so check out the recipe. Always do that first. Try to memorize it, but if you can't, no shame in that. You can always look in your notebook again. Okay, over here. Okay, a cup, 1 espresso, a sprinkle of cinnamon, 1 drop of honey, 1 drop of milk, stir it halfway, and 4 sugar. Okay. Coffee needs water, right? It has to be hot. Boil some water with the heater. Espresso needs 1 cup of boiling water. 1 long coffee needs 2, and so on. In time, it will come naturally. Okay.
Right, interesting so far. I can already smell some very obvious dark themes here.
Yeah. How do I move it over there? Okay, it just needs to be filled up. Great, now grab the pot and pour the water in the coffee machine. There. Nice little bit of animation. Time to grind coffee. Take the coffee, pour it in the grinder. Okay. There's the grinder to grind. Okay, just hold in the middle. Good work. Now pour the ground coffee into the coffee machine. Okay, take a cup, glass, or mug as per the recipe. Place it on the machine. Okay, 1 cup. Now that we have the cup in place, pull the lever to make some coffee. Time to flavor it up. Keep an eye on the recipe, but there are maybe 1 or 2 guests who ask for something extra. Watch out. Only put in as much of everything as the recipe says or the guest asks for. Okay. 1 of those. 1 of those. 1 of those. And 4 of these. 2, 3, 4. In the end, there's nothing left to do but stir the coffee, if the recipe says so. There are coffees that need to be thoroughly stirred. There's also coffees that only need to be half stirred, or for which stirring is forbidden. Keep an eye on that too, okay? Okay. Yep. There. Voila. Coffee poetry. That's all. Okay. Ready to serve? Yes. Frank's It Can't Always Rain, made on day 1, 5 stars.
That's the way you do it.
Yep. Good start, 100% in coffee brewing or cooking. Okay, so there will be cooking later as well. What are you till tonight, Zipp? This is the highlight of my day. Rather than night at this point. You mean your evening? Yep. Yep, you still make the best coffee in town, my furry friends. Now, come on. I know, you know I don't praise easily, so just take it. Well, if you say so, Frank. Got anything more? Life returns to my jointed limbs. Tell me, Zipp, what's new with you? Well, as an old friend of mine would say, somebody's always hungry, somebody always bites, and somebody always dies. Clawville will ever be Clawville. Is that an original, Sonny? Yep, 100% original. Anyway, I'm working on something personal now. Something really big. It's good to hear. Are we changing the world? As you say. Good. Then, won't you let me in on the details? I don't know. Yeah, just go ahead. I know that's why you're here and you'll spill it eventually. Okay, so I've got this blob, an insect called Milo, who's been helping me with simple jobs since they closed the textile works and put up some new meat substitute factory. Now listen, you'll never guess who's running that business. Not in furry hell. If it isn't old Mick again. Yeah, you're on point today, buddy. Is that son of a monkey involved in every shady deal these days? Worse, the highest criminal gangs are now basically controlled by him. Let's start a little... Hello? Oh, hello, Mongrel Mick. Although he goes by many other names, he was the right-hand man to Ibn Whistler, Clawville's biggest gangster before his empire collapsed. Naturally, Mick joined the dogs fighting over the remnants of Whistler's empire, and the brawl has been going on ever since. Who are you, Sandor? I can't remember the last time I saw such an oversized jerk. Mick always liked to surround himself with two-door wardrobes. There must be some kind of inferiority complex behind it. Speaking of the monkey devil... Hey, who am I spy? Hello, gentlemen. Hello, Mick. Nice to see you. Don't lie, Zipp. It doesn't suit you. Hello, Frank. I see the world has blown the filth into one big heap, huh? How did you get out of the hive? It's still an in-between zone, Mick. Like you don't know. Just messing with you guys. Come on, we don't need this grumpy mood. And this landslide? This is Sandor. New boy, but strong as a bull. Because he is a bull. Hello, gents. Hello to you too, big boy. What do you want? I'm kind of busy. I don't have time to chit-chat. Busy, huh? Yeah, I see. So, let's see what you were having. Okay. So I'll have a Deep Dark Desires, double long coffee, and a Lupus favorite toast. Lupus's favorite toast? Something meaty to go with it? Are you still only selling classic fake meat, or is there something new? You mean, do we have real meat? I'm an open book to you, Zipp. I see. Well then, no, it's still illegal. Oh, what a bummer, huh? No, it'll be just what I said. Put some whiskey in my coffee, will you? Just like old times. Ah, got it. And you, big boy? I'll just have a cup of tea. Okay, someone's very anxious all of a sudden. Yeah, well, I can do that. But what kind? Well, let's have a... Well, I don't know. For love of Rita and all the gods, make up your mind, boy. Okay. I'll have a strawberry dreams tea then. Strawberry dreams? I'm pissing myself. Well, yes. Okay, here we go, gentlemen. Make it quick, man. We have 1,000 things to do and the night is young. Okay, so we can select who we work on in which order.
Let's make something special.
Okay.
Okay.
One espresso.
So far it's interesting.
Okay. Okay, a cup, sprinkle of caramel, 2 cane sugar, stirred well, and 1 to 3. 1 to 3 whiskey.
I'm kind of leaning us. Currently, I could see us stream this. Who see this actually on those, if we still do it, Wednesday afternoon games?
Yeah. I'll do a bit of research on how long this might be. But I'm definitely interested so far.
Yeah, for it's fits the criteria of well, one of the originally was to play more calmer games on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And not necessarily story heavy. This one is definitely story heavy, but it's not exactly stressful.
Yeah. Okay. Caramel. Okay, that's cinnamon, cocoa. Where is the caramel? Meat pot. There it is. Catnip.
Yeah, that's what I reacted to.
Cane sugar. Okay, 3 whiskey. That needs to be filled for it to count. Okay, stirred well. Okay, that should be that. Okay, 5 stars, very satisfying.
That's the way you do it. Let's make something special.
Look carefully at the recipe. Okay, add fat to pan, 2 slices of bread, add oil to pan, and 1 egg, 2 dashes of salt, 2 sprinkles of herbs. Okay.
You said it for the first time. You said pen.
Add shortening to the pan and adjust the heat on the stove. The higher the heat, the faster things cook. Okay, we need 2 of these. Is that yeah, that's the correct one. Okay. I can't move multiple of these. There.
And only one of it finds annoying when an oven is very unclear which is which.
Yeah, yep. Getting cold, so I'll need to 322. Give me a sec. Okay, just being asked about the... there. Just being asked about the prep work for cooking today. Yeah, put the main ingredient in the pan. You can put several ingredients in one pan, or you can cook everything separately. Okay. Yep. Let's see. Oil to pan, yeah. 1 egg. Okay, make sure the ingredient is cooked just right and doesn't burn. When the ingredients are cooked and ready, put them on the plates. Put that there. Okay, so 2 slices of bread, 1 egg, 1, 2. Should be. Actually, that one looks bad. Once you have all the ingredients ready, you can season and decorate, then serve. I think I messed up the egg. What's this about? Okay, not seeing the point in that.
I think you want to have a old school feel it's trying to represent.
2 herbs and spicy oil. 2. Okay, that's it. That's how Old Chef does it. I think the egg is burnt. Lupus favorite. Yeah.
It's not that bad, I hope.
Okay, did I over or undercook the...
It looked rather burnt, and it's an egg after all, so...
Fats, oil... Alright, actually... Okay, yeah, it needs to go until that... Okay.
Okay, so... You...
Can I reset it from here? Yeah, retry. Okay. So yeah, it is until it fills. And there.
Yeah, probably easier to do the egg first, since it's the...
There we go. Okay, it was 2 of this. 2 spice. And 2 salt. Okay. Yeah, still looks unpleasant, but oh well.
Yeah, that's the way you do it.
Okay, your tea. So let's make the perfect tea. Nothing could be simpler. First of all, you better check the recipe. Okay, a mug, strawberry tea, 2 sprinkles of sugar, and 1 of pollen. Take a mug, put it on the table right next to the water boiler. Pour hot water into the spout, and from there into the mug. There. Okay, choose the right tea bag. Usually just 1, but some recipes may require 2. Okay, strawberry tea. Take the mug and place it on the serving plate on the right. Okay, now the flavoring and seasoning. Don't be shy, let's go crazy. Okay, 2 sugar, 1 pollen. Okay. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Not sure why you'd put pollen into tea, but I will. Yep. Staying in normal game mode. In normal game mode, minigames are more complex and detailed activities. Achievements are also available in this mode. In story mode, minigames are simplified, shorter and faster sequences, but achievements are not available. Let's stay in story. Or not in story, in normal. I got them flipped around for a sec.
Yeah, if we do spin this, we will go story mode, I guess.
Probably, yeah. You're still the Zipp. No one can take that away from you. Thanks. Thank you very much. Throw a pair of balls, you moron. You make me look like a clown. Okay, boss. Furry heavens, I'm really blessed with this moron. Thanks for stopping by, Mick. Now if you'll excuse me. Oh no, we're not in that much of a hurry. Shame. I heard that. Yeah, I know, that's where I said it. No, but it felt good anyway, Sticky Fingers. Don't call me that, okay? Well, that was your old gangster name, wasn't it? Never be ashamed of who you are, Zipp. That's some good advice coming from me. And it's free. Never be ashamed of who you are. Who I was. Who you were, who you are, what's the difference? Wild animals never change. Believe your old friend. Have we ever been friends? Are there any real friends at all, Zipp? A friend is just an enemy who hasn't shown their true colors yet, right? Today you are exceptionally wise. Of course, wise and just, like our good King Hector. Well, I'm off. It's been a long night. Goodbye, folks. Bye, Frank. Thanks for checking in. As always. Goodbye, Frank. Hope all is well in the hive. Like you don't know. You settled in there too, didn't you, Mick? Oops, busted. So long. Bye, buddy. And now we're stuck with the gangsters. Well, now that we're keeping it private... Oh, this looks serious. Just tell me what you want. I come from where you do. I've been on that side, I don't need your petty tricks. I've been a straight talker lately. Oh, really? So maybe your animal rank can change after all. Oh, I completely missed that he put a gun on the table. Those who have the backbone for it. Ouch. Sorry, but not sorry. Now put aside the bullshit. The hive is about to riot. I'm sure you can feel it on the fringes. Right, eh? We're not there yet. I have a bag of money here, Zipp. We've been through this, Mick. This place is not for sale. The cafe will be as long as I'm standing here. Just look at the counter, Zipp. We can easily help you with this problem. Wrestler is no longer behind you, Mick. You wouldn't dare make a move like that. No? Who the hell do you think would care if a dirty raccoon was found dead on the edge of the world, near the hive? Come on, Zipp. They would blame it all on angry insects, and that would just help my cause. You want chaos, huh? Let our plans be our plans, Zipp. So, what's your answer? No, it's going to be the same tomorrow and the day after that, Mick. Ah! Alright, you pathetic bugger. But don't think that's the end of it. I'll give you 2 days to think about it one last time. After tomorrow evening, I will come back and ask for your final answer, which will have final consequences. If that helps you sleep better. Come on, Sandor. Yes, boss. You forgot your gun, big guy. Oh, yes, thank you. What a wild one. Shut up and come on. You're finally gone. Yeah. Why do we have the feeling that this is going to be a long, long night? Okay, how are we on time? 4 minutes, about. Let's have a talk, but we'll probably call it after that. Oh, welcome, dear Melinda. What an honor to have you. Come on, Zipp. I come here every day. You don't have to be so polite all the time. Not a problem for me, my dear. It really isn't. Haven't gentlemen gone extinct yet? The outlook is not good, but some of us are still holding the fort. I'm glad to hear that. What can I give you tonight, my dear? Well, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, precious Melinda. She's like a diamond in the coal mine around here. Beautiful and rare, but not as fragile as she looks. Do you have any of that caramel fake meat? Orange one? What was it called? We always have that, my dear. It's called Sunset at Roachtown. These names are so crazy. How do you come up with all these poetic ideas? Poetic? Come on. They just pop in. Fantastic. It really is. Well then, Zipp. I'd like a Sunset at Roachtown. Yes, miss. Coming right up.
Let's see.
Okay. A glass, 1 long black, 2 sprinkles of caramel, so 2 water in it, I think.
No stirring. All right.
Okay. Put that there. Put 2 water in. I keep trying to hold it by the handle, like well you would with a hot pan, but you just have to click on the main body of it.
Yeah, it's a game.
There. Okay. Now, do we need to hold this? No, I think it needs to be filled completely before it'll act. Or not. Okay. So, caramel, meat powder. There. Okay, and there was 3 of orange juice, no stirring.
Did you get the meat powder?
Yep. Okay, that should be it.
Well, I think you forgot the meat powder.
I'm pretty sure I did do that. Okay, let's start with this. I did put 2 water in it. Do I need to... Okay, there. We needed to change that first. Okay, coffee. it sort of speaks for itself that you need to change this one up, but it would have been nice if they pointed it out all the same. Okay. Glass. There. Okay. Starting with this. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. Should be good this time. There we go.
Yeah, that's the way
Yeah, I
to
think
do it.
I think you forgot something last time and you used something wrong.
Well, that was fun. Something fantastic, Zipp. My hat's off to you. Come on, you are exaggerating, dear Melinda. I'm busted. Yes, I always exaggerate, except when it comes to coffee. Coffee should be taken very seriously. Yeah, that's right. I very much agree. I should put it on the door. He will be the inventor of our new slogan. Don't flatter me, Zipp, or blush. I also have iced coffee. Stop it. You know, Zipp, every time I come to see you, it's one of the highlights of my day. Really? I'm honored, and actually, believe it or not, I feel the same. And the second computer crashed. Okay, I hope at least finished with the rendering. Probably not. Come on, you're just pulling my leg. I would never do that. And that's the timer. You know, all day long I work and work in the shop and on the street selling flowers, and the day seems endless. I know how that feels. Plus, who wants to buy flowers today, right? We're constantly in a hurry and no one feels the need to stop and look at the pretty flower anytime. Or at a pretty flower. You're very right, Melinda. You have no idea how much so. My father keeps telling me to look for a normal job in a normal neighborhood, somewhere in the city, but... You know, the truth is, as deserted and dirty as it is around here, there's a certain romance to the border between the hive and the city. A no man's land, so to speak, where animals and insects can live in peace. Well, more or less. I don't know if you understand. It's no coincidence that I'm here and that I bought this place at the time. You know, my dear, I felt that to start a new life, I had to break away from the old environment. From old friends, old enemies, old mistakes. And here I felt I had a better chance of starting afresh. But the past caught up with me here too, so... I hope it didn't bring up any old bad memories. Oh, no. Don't feel uncomfortable because of me. I'm just an old and sour and sometimes quite snappy. Come on, Zipp. You're one of the most kind-hearted animals I've ever known. Thank you. Forget it, Zipp. You're welcome. Oh, hello again, big boy. But yeah, we'll have to see what he has to say if and when we stream this in full, and I'm leaning towards a yes.
Yeah, I'm leaning as well. Again, a good idea to do some research first, but he's looking good.
Okay. Now, to cover the games that we have shown, skipping Shadow Burglar because we just finished that one completely. Shadwen, I'd say yes.
Yes, some investigation first.
Yeah. On length and such, yeah. The trouble with the grappling hook was just me forgetting that I reversed past making the thing. Shelter from the Storm, a nice little free game. Just pick it up if you like point and clicks and such. Spyro Reignited? Maybe. Definitely, yeah, definitely on the low end of the list though. Again, not because it's a bad game or anything, but because, well, we've got plenty of other things to planned already, and even more that we can do. Vandals? Nah. Looks like a fun little puzzle game, but not our style.
Yeah, I'm leaning no for that one.
And yeah, for both Wildmender and Wizard with a Gun, definitely would be up for streaming those in multiplayer.
Yeah, I guess as a streamer. I don't think I join playing it, but I will join commentating on it.
Okay. So let me do a quick look if I can see what the maximum amount of players with Wizards with a Gun is. And yeah, last but not least, Zipp's Cafe. Leaning towards a yes on that as well.
Yeah, also leaning yes for, again, once we're done with Zenless Zone Zero, that could be a game we could play on Wednesdays since it's more calm.
Yep. Let's see. It doesn't say. It doesn't say how many people. Oh, it's actually on sale right now. 60% off for €10. About. Okay. And some of the other stuff is okay. You can get the digital art book for free, and yeah, the extra content, those packs, and the soundtrack are also 40% off at the moment. Not trying to run an advertising format, but just noting that I might pick up the soundtrack. Okay. But yeah, that'll be it for the last showcase in a while. Like I said, I do have more physical copy games that I could put in another run of showcases, and plenty of console games to, well, give the old capture card a use again. We haven't used that in like over a year.
I think longer.
Okay. But yeah. A good little haul this time. The last time we had only one that we were interested in. Okay. But before we end the stream, let's go look for someone to raid. So let me change over the screen share.
Yep, and again, people, we might stream this evening.
Yeah, we'll have to see how things go first, and if Liz is available. If they're not, then no extra Batman stream.
What? You mean the crosscode?
Yeah, but if Liz isn't available, then we're not doing Batman instead.
Oh, yeah. We do Batman tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. It isn't too busy. Let's see. Moonrise is playing Elden Ring Night Rain. Dynalope is playing The Long Dark. I think I might have heard of that. So let me take a quick peek.
Yeah,
WBPL is playing Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. And then we have Kira Natsuoka with Dark Souls 2. And Mr. Icarus playing Doom. Doom and Doom 2 in a blender? Amalgam? Okay, that must be modded Doom then. Okay, let me actually take a peek at that. Okay, it seems to be a fan work that just blends, puts Doom 1 and 2 together perhaps. That I'm guessing. I'll ask Xterra about that, he probably knows. And okay, I can't tell a thing about The Long Dark because, well, they're in complete darkness at the moment, except for some snow, I'm guessing.
Sort of survival game. Just survive the dark, if I remember right.
Okay.
And the cold.
Doesn't really tell me anything about how it plays, though. Yeah, does any of those sound of interest, or shall I take a pick? Or look upon some other channels over here?
I would put a vote on the Warhammer 40k one.
Okay. Been a bit since we rated them, I think. So, copy that. And then head over to our place to start the raids. Okay, /raid and paste. But before we started, of course, thank you everyone who may have been watching now or later. Thank you, Marco, for popping in. Thank you, Grandmaster Player, as well. And I'm not seeing any other named lurkers around. So, as always, thank you, Drakir.
You're welcome as always, my friend. And thank you all for joining and watching this madness.
Okay, I was just about to say test 1, 2, but...
Oh, OCD thing happened.
Okay. But yeah. If Liz is available, and, well, if I'm available as well, we'll try to stream some Crossroads tonight. Otherwise, tomorrow we'll continue with Batman. And, yeah, we'll continue with Castlevania Order of Ecclesia on both Saturday and Sunday.
Yep.
And, yeah, next week, Wednesday afternoon, we will get started then on a new account with Zenless Zone Zero. I have said this a few times, but we'll start with a new account for the story and such, because there are some, you can replay the story parts, but there are in-between bits that can't be replayed, I think. So that's why we're starting with a new account. I will not spend a single cent on that. I've only spent like €10 on my main account, and that was for one of those battle pass things once. Beyond that, no cents given. And yeah, once we're caught up to where my main account is with the story, then we'll swap over to my main, unless I get lucky with characters on the new chat. There, we'll swap over to the main account for the story, and if I get some characters that I don't have on the main account on the new account, then we'll pop in there every so often for like this more social stuff with it, because there isn't just Zenless Zone Zero is kind of like Persona in some ways. You've got the combat gameplay, and you've got a lot of gameplay around that as well. I think that's probably the best way to say it.
Oh dear.
All right, but for now, let's get this raid. Let's get this raid started. Started, I said there. Okay, and yeah, thank you again for watching. And until next time, have a nice day. And until then.
Be safe, everyone. Sleep well, and see you all soon again. Hopefully, either later or tomorrow.
And until then, watch out for wizards with guns.